We go home and beat our wives.
Why would you say that just then? I just started the recording.
Yeah, you said you needed me to actually. You asked for it, buddy. I'm just delivering.
I was expecting someone to say. I was expecting somebody to like carry on with like the 1960s thing, and then you're just like, yeah, we're gonna beat our wives. I just want to say, we're not misogynists. I promise.
He is a little bit.
I'm a little bit misogynistic, but only to Alice and May. I promise. I promise.
That's why we smoke. This is why we smoke.
There's no context. There is no context.
Nothing. And none shall be given.
And none shall be given. They will hate you. They already hate you.
He was a coy kind of guy, a nice guy, but the kind of guy who comes off as slightly misogynistic when he says things.
Hey, Toots, get over here and I'll give you a shiner.
Let's stop this. Actually,
You punch them in the face.
I'm keeping this in the video. By the way, this is not going out. This is staying in.
I'll be the first one voted off the island. I'm okay with this.
I don't know where it actually starts.
I'll go back to civilization.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I'm ready to solve the mystery.
Okay. Poi-Poi's ready to solve the mystery, guys. Are you ready?
Thwomp,
no misogyny.
Okay.
Oh, no misogyny. Fine.
You know what's dwarves? Like your rowdies.
What does that even mean? Okay.
I don't know. I don't know anything about dwarven culture. I'm not going to appropriate.
Hello, everyone.
And racism.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the wonderful world of Avarnia and the ever lively and slightly misogynistic kingdom of Altiria. In the last session, our players dove deeper into the many mysteries of Lai Village, meeting a particularly theatrical French-accented Alanian revolutionary, upsetting Thwomp's love interest Gulter, and finally, ending off by splitting the party with Gimbal and Thwomp heading off to talk to Gulter, and Johan and Poi-Poi going back to search the library for more clues, which is where we join them now.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Is it the other way around?
I feel like it makes more sense this direction, but
it does.
We're going to the library. Johan and Poi-Poi are talking to Gulter.
Are we? We should rethink this.
Welcome back, everyone.
Perhaps Gimbal, with all the social traits, should go talk to someone, and perhaps the smart people with the intelligence should go to the library.
People with actual charisma.
That would make too much sense.
That would make too much sense for us. Oh my god.
Are you saying I have the intelligence of the party?
Actually, sometimes, yeah.
I'm so smart. I knew it. Poi-Poi is the brains of the Lucid Keepers. Really?
You would think it's Johan, but it's not.
No, you would think
Johan's just old.
Investigation. I'm just old. I just know things.
Mm-hmm.
But I got that intuition.
You got that street smart.
You mentioned that, but you weren't here. I took intuition as a skill.
Are you going to be a detective?
Occasional noir voice throughout the session, and nobody's gonna understand why.
This is gonna be like Detective Pikachu. It's gonna be great. We'll just go with it.
Oh god.
Detective
Poi-Poi.
Not Sherlock Holmes. Not like any other, like, I don't know, detective
to be
noir.
fair, Poi-Poi's about the right size to be Detective Pikachu.
Honestly.
My 2 feet tall non-binary characters always end up being detectives at some point.
Poi-Poi just gets shorter and shorter every time you mention their height.
my
oh my god,
4-inch tall axolotl.
May, do I?
Actual size axolotl.
May, I want you to pose for me because I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to put it in OBS so that they can have context. Okay, thank you. Perfect. Perfect. That's amazing. That's great. Okay. Save this.
Stunning.
Save
Brilliant.
this. We'll play after this. I promise, guys.
Millhouse. There it is.
I promise. Okay.
Shit.
Let me new
When you
image,
start time stamping the videos so people know where things actually start.
A little bit.
Like
Maybe. There we
We
go.
will be professional one of these days. Don't you worry.
One of these
There we go,
days.
everyone. This is what Poi-Poi looks like right now. This is how May's dressed.
that is canonically how Poi-Poi is
Kind of
dressed as well.
yeah. We're just gonna have a little photo of you right by Poi-Poi the entire time,
Funny.
or like just right behind Poi-Poi.
Lucky Dame came into my office, her breasts titillating, her words
Oh my
unimportant.
What's with the
Why is it misogyny today?
Why is this happening today?
Why is misogyny
Because it was the
today?
style of the
Never.
time.
Oh,
Misogyny
golly
was in
God.
style back then.
Yeah.
oh golly gosh. Okay, well, we
I
just
had no idea what she was saying, but
If
her
there was
ankles were
HR
out, so
here,
my
I would
heart was
report
going
you guys.
awooga.
I don't think they said awooga back then.
so my heart was going awooga.
Yiker.
Jiminy
What
Christ.
they say?
I don't know.
One look at her and she said, "Saboom."
Ring-a-ding-ding, baby.
You guys need
Those
to
gams
stop.
over here.
You need to stop.
Stop!
You need to
I
stop.
can't breathe.
Please.
I can't breathe.
Let's actually
I'm
get into the session.
This is-
No, I wanted to completely. I want to destroy Brady. 1 second. There. Come on. Load it.
Brady's laugh is what's getting us views. I don't know actually.
There it is.
I mean,
That's
Hey,
some-
buddy. How
Oh
you doing?
gosh. Maybe I shouldn't have given the players access to their own VTubers. This is beautiful. I don't
I'm
even
turning
think
it back. I'm
I don't
turning
even
it
think
back.
Brady saw that. Okay. Hello everybody.
No,
We're not
don't
insane. I
Don't
swear.
worry about it.
We're only a little bit crazy. We're not insane, just a little crazy. Okay. So who's going where again?
Okay, so Gimbal and Thwomp are headed towards the library because let's put these two. I don't know.
Okay.
And then
I still say it should be the other way around, but
I could have sworn, because I took this from the recording. I could have sworn, at least last time I recorded. I may have
never
done
too
this
late.
mistake. I may have done this mistake the first time we tried to record session 10.
I'm telling you, I know for sure this was happening because they wouldn't send Gimbal
No, yeah.
back to Galter.
Alice. Yeah, Alice is
That
right.
is true.
100%.
Okay, in that case,
It's
point
crazy
Maybe-
because
Poi-Poi
Gimbal-
and
maybe we split a little differently.
No, I-
Gimbal and Johan to the library, Poi and Thwomp to Galter.
Actually, you know what would be a crazy combo if we just have Gimbal and Poi go somewhere?
That would be a crazy combo.
That would be
but that'd be a little
great
lopsided.
combo.
You want the two
We would get so
dollars?
much done.
or absolutely nothing done. Just all the lore drops will happen with Thwomp and Johan. You guys meet Gimbal's dad.
Yeah.
Without
Without Gimbal.
That would happen. That would happen. 'cause
That would
Nate
happen with
actually
me
hates
as the
me.
DM.
Fun
Yeah,
fact.
that would
Fun fact,
absolutely
Nate
happen.
hates me. He will drop lore when I'm not there.
I do. I really do.
Yeah, okay.
Honestly.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
You ever think of those memes of like a story if X, and it's just like a really long book, and then like story if X, it's really short book. It's
Yeah.
Lucid Keepers, long ass book. Lucid Keepers, if Gimbal and Poi weren't there, tiny thin ass book. It's one page.
Heels of sidetracking.
Yep.
Let's
We
go.
need them for the padding.
Absolutely.
Someone has to be the comedic relief.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that would be the case at all, but that meme came into my head.
Let's get started.
Yeah.
Yes. Please.
Okay. Have we decided who's going where, actually? Are we splitting up differently?
You guys are still technically you are at the moment at a party in front of the church temple area. The temple that is now the church. So boom.
So what we doing?
What we doing?
Boom. And the only people that aren't there right now is Galter and Galter's roommate, which I forgot his name.
Marvin, I think.
Marvin?
Oh, yeah, it was Marvin.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Ghost
The
of
one who
Liability.
lied about his occupation?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Guys, I
lore.
think Galter is mad at me.
I don't necessarily know for sure.
I just
You maybe unearthed some things he'd rather not remember.
I thought it was because I was a
Yeah.
bugbear or something. But
No.
I guess it was because I asked questions. My bad. Should I talk to him?
You might not want to,
Ah.
but
Damn.
you could at least apologize if you wanted to.
I could. What do you guys think we should do? We still have to go to the library, right? What do we have to go to the library for again?
We wanted to double check the records, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, it has
It was a
been like
marriage or
3
funeral.
weeks since we played, so.
Yeah. It was the marriage or the funeral ones.
Yes. We wanted to look for, what was her name? Lorraine Vance?
Lorraine Vance.
We wanted to look for information on her.
Yeah.
Did we meet any Vances? Like actually meet someone with the last name Vance. We've only heard about the Vances.
Some people reacted to the name, but they could have been looking to see, like, is a fucking Vance here? What the hell? That could have been what that look was.
I will
Looking back.
say we don't know Marvin's last name. He never gave it, and he's sus.
True.
He's naturally
True.
sus. Yeah, it's your guys' call though. Of what we should do. What do you think is the best game plan? Like, I could go to the library, but I feel like I don't know how helpful I would be. I guess I could sniff out the book.
You can sniff. We do know that. We have
Sniff
evidence
out
of
any
that.
old books covered in dust.
Yeah,
That's
sniff
They'd have a
out
smell.
all this
They'd have a
book.
smell to them.
Yeah. You know, when you open a book that hasn't been open in a long time and it just smells like musty
little musty.
paper. Yeah.
Mm.
I'll find the mustiest paper in the room.
Oh.
Yeah, that tracks. I think that would work.
Yeah.
Well, we could certainly try it.
Who's good at reading books? Not me, but
I can
okay.
read.
Is it Team Furry again?
Seems to be Team Fluffy again.
Brady didn't want to
Oh.
say furry. I just wanted,
It's
I
okay,
just
you
wanted to
could
throw
say
that out
furry.
there.
You could say furry.
You can say furry.
It's not
I
a
don't
slur,
wanna s-
I promise.
I don't
We know,
want to
like-
say that Johan is definitely not my persona, but
He is definitely
closest
your
to it.
persona.
Brady's persona is a multi-100-year-old deer person.
That sounds like a pretty normal persona to me.
you would know.
Oh, beautiful.
I am a furry.
And it's silence.
We have a furry expert in the room.
We do have-
Therefore, it's correct.
I both am a furry and have dated multiple.
That is actually that's your resume qualifications.
It's your resume.
It's like,
Honestly, it's better than my real resume.
oh my god. Bit after bit. I'm so sorry, Nate.
Oh
Yeah, how
God.
dare you guys?
I know.
It's been what?
Honestly,
Oh, it's actually not been as long as I thought. It's only been 13 minutes.
only 13 minutes.
Oh,
It's only been 13 minutes.
Our bit has only gone 13 minutes. That is
Okay.
shorter
Yep.
than normal.
It is actually
so-
shorter than normal. Usually it's like
So
45.
Johan and Gimbal go to the library, Poi and Thwomp to visit Golter. And, Poi, if you want to put those ninja skills to the task, you could maybe
Ooh.
look and see if
He's right.
Marvin's hiding some shit.
Yes. Thank you. I love spying on people.
Fascinating.
We suspected that before. So,
Yes, but now it's confirmed. I'm a little creep.
A little rogue. Finally using your rogue skills.
I'm a little rogue. I'm a dashing rogue, you might say. I'm a bit of a...
Oh my gosh, wait, you put the fedora on your profile? How did you do that so quickly? I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice you did that. That's amazing.
I have a certain set of skills that come in handy when you least expect.
You even put the white border on it.
Wow.
Oh my god, that's
Beautiful,
amazing.
charming,
Just pulled
stunning.
up GIMP mid recording.
That is amazing.
No,
The investigation
Or
continues.
Pixlr. Use
Investigation continues. All right, go guys.
Pixlr. Ooh.
Okay. So yeah, Johan and I, we walked to the library.
Which is actually right next to. Well, it's not next to the. It's not next to the temple. The inn's next to the temple, but on the other side of the inn is the library. Boom. Exciting. So you guys can just walk there, but as you do, we're actually going to spend a little bit of time with the non-furry party. We'll call it the bald party.
The bald party, yeah.
The bald party.
The Shiners.
Smooth party. The Shiners, yeah. We've got the furries and the Shiners, everybody. So Shiners, what is your mode of attack? I will say, please don't actually attack Galter. I just had to throw that.
I would never.
I just have to specific.
I
Yeah,
didn't
you
prepare
wouldn't.
for that combat.
You
I might
wouldn't.
attack Marvin because he's sus as fuck.
All
I
right.
might steal your man.
No, we can't have
No.
that.
All right. So here's the plan. You
What do you got?
approach. Use your seductive wiles to.
Okay.
Get him to open the door, I guess.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm not.
I don't know. All right, I'm working on it. I'm working on it in my head right now.
Okay.
Okay, so you will walk up.
Don't come on too strong.
know what I'm doing.
walking as we're saying that.
Should I
Hey,
just
you guys
walk
are-
in with
you guys would
or
already
should I,
be
like,
at the
sneak in through a
library.
window?
I'll shut up.
I like sneaking in through windows.
I know you do. Yes. Let's do that.
Oh, cool. Awesome. I didn't think we
Let's
would go
go-
with that. Okay, so you
let's go
walk
for it.
in and you do something, and then I go in the back and I do something else.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. I'm going to apologize for my friend.
Should be good.
Upsetting him. So
Um,
that should take
okay.
some time.
Do what you need to do to get whatever information you can. If you have to go to bed with him, then that's just how it goes.
Love
I
that
haven't
point
even
just knows
gotten
this
coffee
stuff.
with
It's
him.
great.
Poi Poi
Like
is
knows the art of seduction. That's
Poi Poi
amazing.
is not opposed to sleeping in order to get their way.
Crazy.
Poi Poi
All
sleeping
right.
up the corporate
More like
ladder.
not opposed to making someone else.
Yeah, actually.
Pouring me out. I
Poi
see how
Poi's
it is.
canonically a pimp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pimping out swamp.
Oh my god.
Poi Poi is actually ace, but
I'm your
knows how to use
gigolo.
people that aren't.
That's a new shirt, pimping out Thwomp.
Yes.
No.
New merch idea. Check our store, guys, if we have a
Yeah.
storefront.
Check our store. Check our store. It's Thwomp. It's Thwomp from the back wearing a thong.
God.
No.
I think I should have some creative input on this.
I sound like a screeching bird. You gotta stop making me.
Oh,
No, you sound like a deer. You're just getting into character.
It's more of a goat than a deer, but okay.
Oh, okay.
We'll say that as you're talking about pimping out Thwomp, you guys walk up to the door. Congratulations.
Okay.
This is a small, sort of L-shaped house, and in the little crook of the L, there is a tree with a chopping block and a stack of wood. It's very
You say.
It's very homey.
Sorry.
It's very homey.
Okay. I get ready to knock on the door. I'm like, okay, Poi Poi, get ready. Get outside.
Okay.
So they don't see
I'll
you.
just skitter around the corner.
Yeah. Face
Okay.
the building, so to speak.
I do want you to roll stealth.
Oh, I got
Ooh.
you.
Okay, roll stealth.
I literally got you.
Roll stealth for me then.
forgot that I don't actually have stealth specifically as a skill. Can I, if I scale the building, can I use dexterity?
Why? What? Yes, I get.
Gotta
Yes,
get to a window anyway.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a
Yeah.
2-story house; it's a 1-story house.
Well-
You would just be on the roof. I mean, I guess you would go
Oh,
down the
chimney.
chimney if you want. Yeah.
Like
I'll go
Santa
down.
Claus.
There you go.
Santa Claus exists in this universe.
I don't know. I guess you're just gonna have to ask.
He's about to.
He's about to. The legends.
Golden Claus.
This is the start of the legends, everybody.
Yeah. It's a weird. Santa's actually.
That may or may
Santa's
not.
actually a weird purple axolotl with a fedora.
Where'd you get the
And you end
fedora?
up with
Eats all the
less
cookies
stuff whenever he
in his
visits
house.
you.
Yep. That's how it works. This is amazing. Oh yeah, we put the thieves together. I just realized that. It's amazing.
That is a.
Uh,
That's an 11.
Okay. And you were rolling dex to get up onto the roof.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any pity points? Because I can give it to you if you gave me 2 pity points. It's a negotiation here.
only 2.
I would if I could.
Okay.
Do you have 1?
No.
No. Oh.
We will.
Because I was gonna say maybe I can
I have
give
one now.
Poi-Poi a boost
Okay.
with my pity point.
Let me describe this for you. So Poi-Poi, you run around the side. You see you're using your vision. You're seeing like the diagrams and stuff in your vision. You're seeing like ding, 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 ding. If I jump onto that rock there, then I can just grab the gutter there and fling myself over and land perfectly into the chimney, slide all the way down. And then as you do that, you run up to the rock. Forget that it was a little bit wet that morning. Slide and slam your face onto the rock, and that's where you are right now. You're by a window though, so that's pretty good. Hey,
It was all part of the plan.
it was all part of the plan.
I winced a little bit. I'm like, are you all right?
It's all part of the plan.
I stand up, dust myself off. I like put my thumb in my mouth and blow to invert the dent in my head. All good.
I give Poi-Poi a thumbs up.
You know what? Since you let me do that,
non-confident.
we'll say that the window is actually unlocked.
Cool.
It is
Perfect.
unlocked. They don't have AC.
Good
So
point. I should probably acquire stealth as a skill.
probably.
Yeah, possibly.
At some
I
point.
like how Gimbal has that.
Yeah.
And he never sells anything.
I can't believe I have more stuff than the rogue. I got a +2. Fucking massive antlers.
I filled my advantages with a bunch of other random
The
shit
two
that got
most-
too high to replace.
Two most obnoxiously big characters
Are
with the
the
best
ones-
health.
They need it.
Yeah. Yeah, we need
I
it
just
more, I
never-
guess.
I just assumed I would always be able to use dexterity instead.
Mm.
Yeah, but life's not that easy, and your brother's not that nice. So,
Yeah, Nate is very mean.
while this is going on, after Poi-Poi smacks their face on a rock, blows out the dent, and notices, hey, that's an open window right there. We turn our attention back over to the furries as they step into an empty library. As it turns out, the librarian is at the gathering.
Oh, yes, I believe we did see her there.
Yeah.
Johan, you could finally return the keys.
We might need them
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
to get to the archives again.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, wouldn't it still be open because we never relocked the door?
Well, that is
It
also
would be
true.
it
but,
would be an automatically locking door.
Oh,
Okay,
that
okay.
also
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay, let's go
let us-
check the records.
Let's go check that.
And you guys walk down.
I guess we're just looking
When
for Lorraine Vance.
when
And
you
I was-
walk down,
You look for Lorraine Vance. I'm gonna sniff.
when you guys walk down, You see not the dilapidated but well-organized record room in front of you. Instead, what you see is a disheveled mess. Somebody came through tearing this place up. There are ripped pages of newspapers scattered around the floor. There are like photographs and wedding certificates just strewn all over the place. It is turned up. Somebody really destroyed everything.
Ooh. I want to ask, can Gimbal sniff to identify who did this? Can I be so bold to say that Gimbal has smelled everyone in this village?
You know what? I want you to roll.
They can identify.
I want you to roll sniff. Roll the sniff.
I love that. That's splendid. Of course, I will roll just for you, Nate. I'll roll sniff.
I'm so honored. Thank you.
19.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ. Okay. You guys see this room.
Beautiful.
Johan's a little bit confused. He's like, what the heck? Why would this...
Oh, Gimbal's on the floor. Nose down.
What?
Nipping everything.
And what you smell? You sniffing. Fascinating. What you smell is not one, but the sense of three specific people. I'm not going to give you the exact person I'm doing it, but it's somebody who's near these. There, you get the smell of a squirrel. You get the smell of Galter.
Squirtle.
Alter.
You get the smell of what's his name? You get the smell of Marvin, and you get the smell of Mr. Miller.
It's an odd group of people. Galter and Marvin being together makes sense, but the priest and Mr. Miller.
Yep.
Squirrel tastes weird in my... The smell of squirrel tastes weird in my mouth.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's a little like metallic.
Yeah.
Little funky.
A little smoky. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's suspicious. Like, what? They went in here and now everything's torn up? I think they're on to us.
Somebody was in here. Somebody that is either one of those or
Track their smell.
their smell, yeah. I will say that you can smell that there was only one person in this room.
Oh, there was only one person in this room?
There was only one person in this room.
Those are the options.
But those are the smells that are carrying...
Yeah,
that are being
there's some,
carried
like,
on the wind.
some confusing smells. I'm smelling squirrel. I'm smelling Galter. I'm smelling Mr. Miller. Everyone kind of smells smelly in this village, you know?
It's the smelly smell.
Yeah.
Amazing.
With a 19, I can't even identify the race of exactly who it is.
I'm going to say... Well, I gave you more than I wanted to give you anyways.
You just
That's
gave
crazy.
us 4 people of different
I pretty
races.
much critted.
Yeah,
I just pretty much critted. That's crazy. Yeah.
you did.
Fine, Nate.
If you got a nat 20, I would have just said who it was, but this is... I gave
damn
you a lot. You guys skipped a lot of the searching around that I had planned for this room. You just got it right then and
I mean, we
there.
could still search around and figure like...
But now I gotta come up with new clues. I have more clues. I'm just being a little bitch. It's fine.
Unprofessional DM.
I don't know how we're gonna. I don't know how we're gonna
Guilt
find the
tripping his
records
players.
in this mess, though.
That is what I do.
Well, we can certainly try.
Investigation time.
And
Piece together
as
some broken pages.
they get ready to piece together broken pages or roll investigation, we once again return to our shinies. It was a shinies. We once again return to the shinies, where I'm guessing Poi is slinking their way into an open window.
I am slinking my way into the open window.
Well, that's
The window
happening.
was cold to the touch. I could see the breath. I could see the remnants of breath left behind and faint stains, ghosts. Ghosts of the people who once lived here, but not a literal ghost. We're dealing with a literal ghost. This is a metaphorical ghost based on the wear and tear on a dirty window.
I imagine you're saying all this out loud as Poi.
I'm like about to knock on the door, and I just hear Poi over there. I'm like looking.
Monologuing. Like it's a theater audition.
And you're just like, Poi-Poi, where did you get that cigarette?
And the hat and the trench coat.
I know. I looked away for 2 seconds, and like Poi-Poi's just
Poi-Poi's-
got a
Poi-Poi
hat
just
and
raided the lost and found at the church, guys.
There
That's
you
the
go.
canonical of what happened. Oh,
Kind of just shake my head in disbelief, and I kind of like exhale, pose myself.
It's funny because I don't have any investigative skills.
Oh no.
That's truly the best rogue.
You're just building the drama. All good. I compose myself and I knock on the door.
And there's no answer. And what Poi-Poi will see when they slink into the room is that there's actually nobody inside. Turns out you guys didn't need to be stealthy at all. It's
That's
Poi-Poi. Actually, I'll wait to describe until Thwomp's in the room too.
The room was empty
Well-
too.
no, please.
Empty as my soul.
I need to hear this.
And also it was quiet. Too quiet.
Also, just quiet enough.
And my ally, Swamp, was outside. Too outside.
So you let them inside.
Yeah, I'm kind of like standing there, kind of waiting for like Alter to open the door, and like Poi-Poi opens it. And just starts monologuing at me.
Poi-Poi opens it and it's just
I
standing
like
there
I see the door
mom I
open and
threw
I'm just
up.
like looking up. I'm like
He
looking
stood there in
around.
disbelief, awaiting his paramour to greet him. But there was no paramour to greet him. Instead, it was I. Little squishy boy.
Just standing there in the mom I threw up pose.
With a cigarette.
With a cigarette. That's why they threw up.
Unlit cigarette.
No, it is a
I
lit
tried to-
cigarette. That's how I noticed that
but it
Poi-Poi
does
is there.
not
is I see
work.
the
I'm too
smoke.
damp.
Oh.
Amazing.
So I'm just kind of like looking around, and then like I look down and I see Poi-Poi. I kind of step back a little bit, a little startled. I'm like, Poi-Poi, what?
Yeah, nobody's home.
Where's everybody? Nobody's home.
Nobody's home.
Okay, well,
You wanna raid their fridge? I mean, they're. You wanna raid their fridge?
let's go see what they got.
And as Thwomp enters, what you guys see is a small, quaint. It's a quaint home. It's one room. There is, in fact, a kitchen. It's a very small kitchen. They do have a nice chest. There's a little round table with a flower pot with morning glories in it. Off in the corner where the L is, there is a single bed with 2 nightstands, and above the bed is a painted portrait of Galter and his roommate riding a horse.
They were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Thwomp wipes a manly tear from his eye and flicks it.
Oh, there's also a fireplace. I forgot to describe that there's a fireplace.
But imagine, since we were kind of going for the chimney in the first
They
place.
have a twin-sized bed for 2 people.
No, it's like a queen size.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a,
I also thought you said twins.
oh, maybe I said twin, but I meant queen.
I think you just said single, and I interpreted it as twin.
That's twin, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that sized, guys.
You know, ethical non-monogamy is becoming more popular.
I'm just wondering where the bunk bed is. You think Alter's on top?
Are you? You gotta be kidding me.
What?
Are you really making a top and bottom joke right now?
I don't know what you're talking about. I love bunk beds.
Oh God. Okay.
I'm wiping a
Well,
manly tear off my eyes.
You want him to be a top, don't you?
I could go either way.
On the bunk bed.
Poi-Poi!
Yeah.
My heart needs food. Let's go steal
Okay,
things
let's
out of the
go.
fridge.
The least productive group ever.
My heart needs food. That's right.
I'm not even supposed to be here. In an alternate
feel
reality,
sick.
I'm at the library. Holding Gimbal.
Yeah, I was supposed to be in your position.
So this is the
Johan
layout of the
Woodson.
house, by the way. This is the
Okay.
front door. There's the bed. There's that, and there's the kitchen. There's
Damn,
the-
it's a studio apartment.
It's a studio.
Yeah.
It's,
It's a
Very
one-room.
small.
it's a studio house. It's a studio house.
We could have made some great dreams here.
Studio house. And as the shinies go to raid the ice chest, we return back to the library with the furries. Hello, furries. How's your investigation going?
I haven't rolled yet. Do you want me to roll now?
I do.
You roll
What are you guys?
investigation.
What are you guys
What is-
investigating for?
I'm trying to sniff out the oldest book in this bitch.
In the records room or in the library in
Yes.
general? Okay.
So, can I do the whole library, including the records room, or does it have to be
we're gonna go room by room.
Okay, fine, there's the records
Okay.
room since we're here.
I want to look through I want to see if I can piece together what whoever was in here was either trying to find or destroy.
Okay.
What was the goal here?
Okay. For that, I think I would want you to roll intuition instead of investigation.
I have not that, but
If
it
you
is
have
fine.
if you have intelligence, I will let you add your intelligence.
I have not that either.
Okay.
Actually, why did I think that you would? I don't. Do none of us have
Mean.
intelligence as a modifier?
I don't believe
It's
so.
not a very smart party, no.
No.
This is a flat roll.
Okay. If it's over 13, you get it.
Don't tell me it's a nat one. Don't tell me it's a nat one. Don't tell me it's a nat one.
Brady.
I've thrown away this dice.
Brady.
The first time I've ever used it, it immediately hit me with a 1. Now my intelligence is negative.
Well, your intuition's negative, not your intelligence.
intuition
This
is
was an
great.
intuition, yeah.
Really, truly the dementia.
Well,
I
you
have to
can
re-cleanse you. It's crazy.
you
Yeah.
can tell that somebody's probably been in here, and right now you're not unconvinced that it wasn't you guys.
And I was wondering that actually. I'm wondering if that.
Johan, you
Something
okay
to
there?
this.
You look a little confused.
It's the dementia coming back, guys.
Is there something I'm missing? I feel like we've been here before. This wasn't us, was it?
Johan, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
Yes, we've been here, but we didn't make a wreck. Wait,
I
did
don't remember.
Wait, no, I did it. I did it. I have sharp memory. Yeah. Okay, can I do my sniff check?
You can do your
Not
sniff
con-
check now.
I'm not convinced we couldn't have been possessed, but
You're looking for the oldest record, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, sniff. Sniff away.
By the way, I have no
I got
idea what
a
I'm looking
15.
at.
I got a 15.
Okay.
Dude, my rolls are on fire today.
You. Fascinating. You sniffing walk through the room towards the back wall. You're not sure what it is, but there's something musty coming from this stone wall.
There's
And that's
something musty in this wall.
There's something musty over there.
It's like musty.
Apart from that, there is also another document. I'm giving you two things. There is the thing behind the wall, and then there was also a newspaper article. It's the same one that was in Mr. Miller's house.
Mhm.
The one
It's
about
the same exact one. Nothing new
yeah,
about
it's
it.
it's the same exact one.
That's odd. What is it doing here? I guess there could be multiple copies. Hey, Johan, I found the newspaper thing that Mr. Miller showed us.
Oh, the
Oh,
one
stop.
with.
Yeah, with the marriage or something,
Yeah,
right?
it's the bride.
Also, That wall over there kind of musty. I think like they're growing mold here. I'm not sure, but I think
now
it's a
I'm
little
curious.
suspicious.
All right. I having made no progress in the records room.
Let's go to that wall and poke it.
I will come over to Gimbal and take a look at the wall, and like if I can determine like there might be something behind it myself, which with Gimbal's assurance I'm assuming there is. I will poke and prod around for opening a secret door.
Okay. I want you to
Ask and
I want you to describe to me exactly what you do in order to determine if there is a secret door and how you determine to find it. Because what you say right now, I'm either going to make you, will determine what role I make you do.
Well, first thing, I was like, if I think that this wall is hiding something or is like a false wall or something, just like patting it, putting my ear to it. If it echoes, I'm assuming it's hollow.
Oh, so you're going around the wall like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
And then, like, if I hear an echo somewhere, I'm assuming that's like that might be some indication of a door nearby. And then if I do that, then I'm just going to be doing all, like, the classic searching for hidden doors stuff, like poking at bricks, using books as levers. If there's, like, a torch sconce on the wall, tug on it a little.
This is, as far as you know, a solid stone wall. But I don't think I'm even going to have you roll. If you're going through like ear to it, tapping like that, you would come up on it eventually. So I'm not going to have you roll.
Just a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time. I'm not going to have you roll for that.
I was gonna say if
I
he was
appreciate
gonna
that.
roll, he should have my +4 and sniff as like a.
As an advantage. You have a +4 to sniff.
Yes, I have a +4.
Oh god.
+4 to sniff.
Hound dog, Gimbal, hell yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I wrote a system
Shouldn't
where
have
that's
given me that
allowed.
power.
Yeah.
Hound bug.
Okay. You knocking on the wall. Eventually, you come across, when you get up and knock, a stone block shifts slightly when you knock on it. And in sort of wriggling and removing it, inside you see a tome, or possibly even a grimoire. And we switch back to the shinies. You guys, there's lobster in Galter's ice chest. How the hell does he have lobster? He's got lobster, he's got cheese and stuff. It's
Yeah,
He's got
Galter's
lobsters.
rich.
He's got a
Kinda
two-person serving of frozen lasagna. He's got 2 fully assembled Skittles martinis.
Skittles martini.
There's a bowl of pineapple.
I'm just thinking about the fact that Skittles exists. Like Skittles are like the most processed, like modern.
Oh yeah, and lobster. Yeah, he's got
lobster. Basically, lobster is just a big crawdad, so they could have just gotten it from the river. But yeah, amazing, amazing.
At that point, eat.
But yeah, that's what they've gotten there. There's also some like jars of black stuff, but yeah.
Can I inspect the black stuff? What is that?
Oh, you can. Yeah. I will say these jars are sealed, so it would pop the seal if you opened them. And there are 4 jars. There are 4 jars. They are unlabeled jars of black stuff. Yeah.
Huh.
Can I roll lucky guess?
Yes, you can roll lucky guess if you want to roll lucky guess. What are you guessing specifically?
Trying to guess what's in the jar.
Okay, guess what's in the jar.
That is a 23.
Damn it.
Love
Okay.
Defeat.
I love when the silly.
Defeat.
Yeah.
I love when the silly characters roll well. That's when you know it's a good
I
session.
hate it. I hate it so much.
My gut never lied. Except for when I have bad tuna.
Oh my gosh. You
Or anything with dairy.
you take this jar. You sort of look at it and you see it is like a solid clump with a like dark liquid that sort of separated out from it. And when you turn it to the light, you see the dark liquid is sort of reddish brown in hue. This is blood. These are 4 jars of blood.
They're witches! They're
Slightly
witches!
coagulated.
Slightly coagulated blood, yes.
Coagulated blood.
Coagulated blood.
They're keeping that in the fridge. Damn.
Ugh.
Vampires!
Seems like a bunch of very normal ingredients to me. The blood's kind of gone bad though.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. Why do they have blood?
Pudding?
And I want to start looking around the room and see if there's
I want you guys to start rolling perception checks. Every time we come
Yeah.
back to you, roll a perception check starting right
Got it.
now. So perception.
Okay.
Also the morning glories. That's probably significant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's morning glories on the table.
Yeah.
Is that important?
They were on the grave, right?
Why does that sound familiar?
It's because it was in the.
Was it in the hex bag?
Oh,
It was in the hex bag.
Yes, it was. Oh fuck!
I rolled pretty good. What? I can carry us. What?
Is it a nat one?
Did you
How
drop
much?
the jar?
How much do I lose from a nat one?
Half rounded down.
So I'm down to a 3 in perception.
Ooh.
Well, you went from a 5?
Mhm.
So you'd be at a 2.
I would be at a. You said rounded. Oh, the whole number rounded down. Holy shit! That's. Oh my god!
Yeah.
At least now I have a skill I can replace.
You replace your perception.
I
You're
don't
the
think
only
I'm
one
alone
with
without
good perception.
Del.
That's fair.
Yeah. I can eventually acquire that. We don't need perception. We have sniff.
Yeah, it says if the roll was a critical
Lucky
failure,
guess.
the player loses half their advantage rounded down. +5 and +4 turns into a +2. +3 and +2 turns into a
They
+4.
Got it.
told
I was
you to
reading-
assume we read the rules.
What happened?
I think I was just reading the rules incorrectly.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
I was searching around till I got dust in my eye and felt my perception of the world altered forever.
I feel that.
Poi-Poi
I feel
just
it
needs
right now. It's
glasses.
so fucking dusty in my room right now.
Especially
for what it's worth,
My
I
eyes have been
rolled an
watering
18.
this entire fucking time.
Okay, Thwomp. Yes.
Yeah. 18.
Oh, you got an 18. Okay.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Galter and Marvin are not coming back yet.
Good.
They are not outside.
You're mad at them?
Yeah, little column A and B. I don't want to get caught, but also I don't want to see him right now.
Why is he hiding his relationship?
Hmm.
You don't
Not
know if they're in a
embarrassed, is he?
relationship.
Oh, the horse picture.
I say
was
after
enough.
describing the horse painting.
And the fact they stare at bed every night.
I will say they're also both nude in the horse painting, and there is a large red scarf on both of them, and they're both looking at the camera like this.
Literally perfect.
They're making eye contact.
Yeah, they're making eye contact
Who
with
painted
it.
that? No, no.
They looked at me first.
Who did they pay to paint that? Is what I want to know.
Yeah, and it's hanging
why-
above their bed.
Of course it is.
Why are they keeping their relationship secret? And why is there so much coconut oil in the fridge?
Stop, May, please. For the love of God.
I'm sorry.
Coconut oil? Oh.
It's a radio moment.
I would like to remind everybody that the DM is asexual. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Listen, I'm already pretty chaotic when I play any game, and I'm also pretty chaotic when I'm being recorded.
You're especially
May's like, I
chaotic.
know I'm being recorded, so I
compounding.
need to be even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like Evan opening the session with wife beating. God. It's so
He
bad.
didn't even give us a thumbs up to say something
No,
weird.
I didn't.
He just said it.
Coming to the shop, the Thwomp Wife Beater.
No, it's not called a wife beater anymore. It's called a wife pleaser. Please, everybody, everyone, please, wife pleaser. That's what it's called now. Thank you.
Wife Beater.
Thank you.
Wife
Thwomp
pleaser.
didn't have a wife.
The
I do
Thwomp
not.
Wife. The Thwomp Wife Pleaser that says "Pimp your Thwomp."
Brady,
What
stop
point is
laughing
it?
because I'm gonna laugh.
I'll just.
This is the
This
session
becomes
where nothing
defamation
gets
at some
done.
point. I'm just letting you know this.
Oh, we
Yeah.
only wasted an hour of time. That's
Yep.
okay.
Okay, well, I've perceived that they're not showing up for a little while. So we need to
Hello?
start casing the place. And roll investigation, maybe. Looking for any hidden elements, be it an item or maybe even in the floor.
Do you have investigation?
Don't.
Cool.
Do you?
I'm about to. I'm gonna say.
Let's do it.
Let's say. Okay. Oh, also, I get a pity point. You only get one pity point from that ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead. I've been waiting. Honestly, it's probably a good thing that my perception died because I've been waiting for something to replace with more roguey skills. My modifiers have just been
God,
too good.
Brady fanning his eyes like he has mascara on. It's beautiful. Sorry.
It's pretty great.
Um,
I'm just getting more dust in them. I'm just trying to cool my face off.
I would like to acquire. Actually, would you allow me to roll lucky guess to make an assumption of where someone might keep something important in this house?
I'm gonna say. Look, I drew out the house for you. I told you that if you want to look in specific places, you can look in specific places. You don't need to roll lucky guess.
Damn.
That's
But
you
what if-
don't need to.
But what's the floor made out of?
Wood. It's a wooden
Panels?
floor. Yeah,
Are
wooden.
there any
wooden
hollow
panels.
sections on the floor, though?
The whole floor is sort of hollow because of where you guys are. It's a little bit of a wetter area. Like there's like a creek running by, so it's the actual base of the house is raised. So there's like a crawl space under the
I'll
house.
just roll an investigation.
Okay.
And I would like to acquire in this.
Sounds Gucci.
8.
I don't.
Would I succeed with a 10?
What were you trying to find? We'll determine what your success is if you tell me what you were looking for specifically. If it was just a place to hide something, then I can give it to you. But if it was like damning evidence, then probably not.
I guess a place to hide something. You just told me.
Yeah. Go with that one.
Okay.
That's with an 8 or with a 10?
That's with an 8. It's a very minor success, we'll call it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places to hide stuff. There's, of course, the ice chest. There's cabinets. There's the fireplace. There's the end tables, and there's under the bed.
I guess you should
Also,
just
there's a
check.
rug in the middle of the room that you could check under, but I know I didn't describe the rug, but I drew the rug, so
I'll check under the rug. I'm just going to check the floorboards underneath the rug.
okay.
That seems like a good hiding spot.
There is a loose floorboard underneath the rug.
Oh,
Jackpot.
And
All right.
another mystery solved.
I hope
But now I
Poi-Poi lift
wonder-
up the rug, and then
What
Yep.
comes next?
what mystery shall we find?
As you guys reach and pry up the loose board, we return back to the furries and their grimoire they discovered.
Grimoire.
The grimoire. Yeah, you
Is
guys.
there any names on it? Can we tell
I
who
just
this grimoire is?
Grab,
Yeah.
start flipping through.
If you open it, you'll notice, probably first and foremost, if you're just like flipping through randomly, you'll notice that this is a full grimoire. So usually a full grimoire.
Full. It's like filled with spells.
It is filled with spells.
Oh shit! This is a real thing.
It is.
Damn.
It is filled with spells. Which
Wait, doesn't that mean that the person who cast these spells is still alive, right? Because once they die, everything disappears, correct?
What the case? I forget.
yeah,
Is that
unless
what the wizard said?
yes,
I
that
think so.
that is the case. I can confirm as the DM. The wizard said that the grimoire is basically wiped clean once the caster dies, unless they gift their grimoire to somebody else.
Oh.
Oh dear.
What if
So-
they gift it to a library?
Say my name in vain.
There's a mage in this town.
Who knows?
It was.
And on the front page, or front cover, written on the inside, it has a single name, Vance.
Just Vance.
Just Vance.
Oh. Doesn't clarify what Vance it is.
No, it just says Vance.
I think
Okay.
we found our wizard.
Yes, but do we know in a alive Vance? We know Lorraine, but didn't she die?
We have theories, but we don't know for a fact.
Perhaps Marvin, because we don't know his last name.
We don't know his last name. We also don't know Galta's
His last name. That's true. Man, kind of cool to be a cowboy wizard. It just says, instead of a wizard
a
hat,
cowboy
you have a
could be a
cowboy
front.
hat.
Cowboy could be a front at this point,
Oh.
for all we know.
What if he's faking his accent? That's actually despicable.
He's faking that mustache.
Yeah, what if he's fake? What if he just rips it off?
I would have gotten away with it too.
I mean, like, if I took off my antlers, it's just like, what?
Can I try?
That'd be scary.
With your strength, I don't want you to.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, don't worry, they'll grow back next season.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay. So what's our game plan now? I don't know if we're gonna get anything else out of this library.
Well, I still wish we could figure out who tore up the record room, but,
I know. I tried.
yeah.
I narrowed it down to 5 already very suspicious people.
Yes, which is a good thing that it is someone that we were already looking at, but but who?
Maybe
Who
we could
is the
find
question?
like town records of everyone who lives here.
Maybe
Because if
have all the
Goldner
record
and
rooms
Marvin, and
destroyed.
maybe we could find their last names.
That would be a good
we could
idea.
confirm if they're
we could go-
Vances.
If we could do that, we should do that.
Okay, I'm gonna have you guys look for a record book. It would be in this room because this is the Hall of Records. However, it is quite destroyed. So let's see if you can find it.
Be tough.
I'm guessing I can't use sniff for this.
This
gonna say
might
no.
be a poll for sure.
Yeah, this is gonna
Okay, time to investigate with my -3 intelligence.
It's okay. I have a +3 investigation.
Okay, let's see.
It bumped into another die. I swear that was gonna be higher. 10.
8
Ah.
be amazing.
was an 11, but -3.
Yeah. If you ever acquire investigation, your natural disadvantage won't apply anymore.
I know, but it just doesn't seem like Gimbal to have investigation, so I don't want to.
That is perfectly
I want
fair.
my acquired advantages to make sense to the game.
I will say that unfortunately you guys are going to be unable to find that book. If
Could bump it to a 12. I don't think that'll help.
I would have given it to you with a 13.
I have 5 pity points. I wish I could just give you my pity points. It's crazy.
You know, it is. Oh, you have 5?
I have 5.
I just said that you rolled an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
So
you
I used all 5.
dump it, you'd get a 13. I did just say that I would give it to you guys if you got a 13.
The freaking genius of the group.
You guys.
What was it we were talking about? About like the little like idiot savant thing?
Yeah,
It was Gimbal.
just a genius.
It was Gimbal.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
I
see
used
the
all my
torn up
pity
paper.
points.
You see the torn up papers, and you think, jigsaw puzzle.
Let me describe it. I'm the DM, gosh darn it.
Sorry.
Don't take my job, guys. I don't even need to be here anyways. If you take my job, then I'll have nothing.
Ooh, there's the
You
guilt
guys
trip
don't even
again.
need me. I know.
Sorry.
I'm really good at guilt tripping, I want to say.
I don't feel bad for you.
I don't feel bad. I feel nothing at all.
Gosh.
Lost my heart a long time ago.
All right, I'm going to
Walk
describe
right out
this
the
now.
door.
As you guys
No.
are searching, right about to give up and heading out the door, Gimbal steps on something. And it goes,
shit.
it go crunch. When you look down, you see a binder. When you pick up the binder, a bunch of pages fall out. But you look at the front, and it says, if you hold it the right way, it says housing records.
Nice. Okay, then I'll try to look for Gulter, and I'll try to look for Marvin.
Okay. I will say
The
I want you
records.
to roll an investigation again.
Okay, I'm
You're
giving
welcome.
I'm giving it to
Perhaps I
Johan
can
after
do it.
this.
I could do this one.
Imagine I nat 20
Yeah,
this.
this-
Imagine I nat 20 this, guys.
Yeah,
I'm
if you
going
nat
with
20
just a
that,
different
you'll be
die.
I got a nat 1.
Whoa.
All right. So now you have a
I guess I can't roll
disadvantage
now.
in investigation, and yeah, that is
Find it and then ruin it for everybody.
that is it. Good job. We're so proud of you.
So
And-
what
Could've
happens?
rolled.
What happens?
I could have rolled.
That means it is automatically disadvantaged. So that's
Johan
it.
looks-
It is acquired to your list of
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I'm just asking, can Johan still look at it and it'd be fine? Like, it's not like
We're
completely ruined, right?
We're gonna say no. Gimbal or Johan cannot look at it.
Can I just take it then?
Yeah, sure. You can take the pages.
Yeah, I take the pages. I like kind of pick them up and like stuff everything into the binder. I'm like, I can't. It's too many words. I'm so overwhelmed. I feel guilty because I think I ruined the mom's chance with Goldter. And like, this is a lot for me right now. But I found this binder. You take it, Johan.
I will hold on to it, and I will not look through it as I'm distressed for Kimball's state of mind.
And as the
Sobbing.
waterworks flow, we return to the shinies in the house.
Do my best to cover it to the
Where
tears.
they're about to
Pale
roll
cartoon
another
tears don't
perception
land on
check.
mine.
Rolling another perception, even though we found the hidden nook.
No, it's
Yeah,
where,
it's
we're
perception
getting
every time.
snuck up upon.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm very indecisive about my skills. I'm about to reacquire perception, even though I just got rid of it.
You just like playing in the moment. That's all it is.
Does anybody else have perception in our group?
I don't.
You know what? I'm going to acquire perception.
Do it. Do it.
Thank you so much.
Roll for it.
You're welcome.
And I'm not
Go
going to
for
bother.
it.
How's a 12 satisfy you?
Do you have any pity points?
I can bump it up to a 13.
Bump it up to a 13, then I'll give it to you with a 13. Boom.
Hey!
Poi-Poi, what'd you get? You got 3?
No, I got 2.
Oh, you got 2.
I
Gotcha.
didn't mean to stick my thumb out.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, you actually also have to say it so that the audience knows what's going on.
Dos, I did say it.
Because this is a podcast.
I I did say it. My
I
mic
heard-
just didn't pick it up.
I heard
guess.
like a pew. That's what I heard. Pew.
They were attacking me on all sides. By they, I mean the DM exclusively.
Exclusively. That's because the DM's a jerk. Right. So, Thwomp. As you guys are rummaging, you hear something, and then you're just like, shh, 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 shh. And just outside, you hear the classic cowboy tones of Marvin and Galter. Marvin telling Galter, well, she probably didn't mean it. Or, he probably didn't mean it. I can't tell gender.
Definitely Gimbal.
I can't tell gender on bugbears.
You're telling me bugbears don't have big titties? Okay, right.
We get the floorboard open before they showed up.
Let's get this open and then jump through that window. Jump out it.
You get it open. Give me a second. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna try to jam the door.
Good thinking.
What are you going to use to jam the door?
Not strength.
And we'll say the floorboard was loose, so you guys can get it open.
I just
Like
use a. Do they have like a dining table chair?
They do. They have 2 chairs
You
set
just
at their dining
under
table.
it?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say yes. You can just jimmy it in there. Congratulations, you're good.
Okay.
And now, since you jimmied, I want you guys to both roll dexterity to get down into the hole, because I'm guessing that's where you're going.
It's a tunnel?
Well, it's underneath the house. You open up the
Okay.
floorboards, and it leads to underneath the house, that little crawl space.
And then we can just get out through the crawl space.
Got
You
it.
guys should eavesdrop.
I would like to tie a thread from my sling to the chair so that as I'm going in, I can just yank it and the. No, that's stupid. I'm just gonna leave it jammed.
Okay.
How are we going to cover up the hole that we're going through? They're going to see
Just
that the
put the
carpet
floorboards
moved.
back.
But what about the
Floorboards
carpet?
back.
Yeah, they are going to see the carpet.
Can I set up with an elastic band for my sling? Can I set up an elaborate system such that the moment I release tension, it'll pull the rug back down into place?
The Rule Goldberg machine.
I want you to roll.
Okay. No, let's do this. This is more exciting. Let's do this.
Okay.
What Poi said.
Oh, okay. Poi, I want you to roll, and this is going to be a almost impossible roll.
Oh God.
This is going to be an almost impossible roll. I want you to roll. Let's call it Rube Goldberg.
Can I roll
Yeah.
slings?
No, because this isn't actually slings. You're setting up a mechanism.
It's too late to go back on the plan.
Because this is a very niche thing that you have not done before.
I'm going to leave it up to Poi. I had a simpler plan.
What was your plan?
Basically, I was going to go down in the hole, and then you would cover up the hole
Why does the door
and jump back through the window.
Actually, wait.
And
Why
I can
can't
get you
we just-
outside.
Wait a minute. Why can't we just pull the rug over our head and then go down?
Sure, why not?
As you guys are talking, you hear the door sort of like,
All right. Poi, come on. Come on.
All right.
the door's
Okay,
stuck.
we're going to roll dexterity.
Here, let me get it.
Boom!
You cheating bastard.
So stressful. I'm sweating.
Yeah, literally just have the carpet over our head while we go down.
Right.
All right, what's your rolls, guys?
Mine is a 13.
Okay.
I got an 11, but I can boost it if I need to.
Okay, boost it to 13 and I'll give it to you.
I can boost it to 13.
Boom. All right, you guys both, as you hear Galter ramming his body into the door. You guys flip the carpet over your head, and then right as the door bursts open, you guys slink under the floor. And you hear above you the footsteps. Galter walking in. Smells something funny in here. Why is the ice cooler open? And
My boy's just sipping the martini. The fully assembled, pre-made martini that was in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
So stupid.
Thank
and
you.
then you hear Martin. Well, it was probably just the... What was Martin's voice again? It was probably just the kids again. Or it was probably just some teenagers messing around again.
It's pretty cavalier for a breaking and entering.
I'm getting pretty sick of this. First some stuff my mom's went missing, and now this stupid. Hey, baby, it's okay.
I'm getting too emotionally invested in this now. I never asked for this. It's just, but I'm bought in.
You hear some rustling and noises, and then yeah, you're right. I'm probably overthinking it. Hey, you want me to make you that pie again? Yeah, I'd like that. As we return back to the furries.
Now I'm sweating.
Evan just like...
Sorry, it was so hard not to laugh.
Great.
So mad at you, Nate.
Me improvising a gay romance with myself.
So
Yeah.
mad at you.
Beautiful.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was doing my best not to laugh.
Yeah. So
Which is hard.
We're walking out of the library. I'm like still tearing up. Like
This is-
still like.
Here,
Got a
if you look at-
grimoire and a binder under my each of my arm.
I just want to make a quick joke. If you look at my character avatar, this is what he's doing when he's listening.
He's just got his ears closed.
He doesn't want to listen to it. He doesn't want to believe it.
He's
Yeah.
like, no, we had so much.
We had so much time.
We had
Oh my God.
It's
two
so much
full
chemistry.
conversations.
all the like Thwomp and Gulter shippers are devastated right now.
Yeah.
I know. Just like Kylo Ren and what's her face.
The Twilter is the Gump shipper.
The Gumthers.
Amazing. Okay, back to the campaign, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
We're walking out.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing now?
As we're
Perhaps-
walking out to the like main part of the library, right? Can I do another sniff check just to see if there's
You can. You
Like
can do
old in
another
here.
sniff check.
okay?
And as you're doing your sniff check, you see walking into the library is
Oh, I
the-
should have put that brick back.
a youngish elven woman who runs the inn and is also the librarian.
Did we let her know that it's destroyed its record room?
She walks in. As you guys are walking out of the record room.
I'm just gonna say,
Awkward.
what happened in
What happened
as
in
I
there?
see her? Did you know something went down in there?
What went down exactly?
Take a look. Promise you it was like this when we got here.
She goes in, opens the door a crack, closes it, and just walks over to the front desk and just... and she goes over and sits at the front desk. She's just like this,
It wasn't us, I promise.
scratching her head. It's what I get for opening a public library. Or not opening, that's what I get for running a public library.
Sorry that happened.
It's fine, I'll just ask my dad for help. I don't know what I'm going to do about the records, though.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Wouldn't mind sticking around to try and help you piece it together.
You know what? I would actually appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah?
If we're still in town when you get to that, I'll be here.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's going to be a long night tonight if you're not busy.
Yeah, we gotta ask that on a date.
We're still ghost hunting, but well, I'll see what I can manage.
Thank you. Thank you. And you see she's like relaxed a bit more. She's like, okay. And she pulls out her own binder and starts like, puts on her glasses and starts cataloging.
Should I still make that sniff check?
You can if you want to.
Yeah, I'll just make it. Why not? You never know.
You never know.
That'd be a 15.
I'll give it to you with a 15.
Okay.
I'm being too nice to you this session, actually. I need to be meaner.
You're always mean to me. Like, I'll go high and you'll just give me nothing.
Well, I need...
It's lovely.
I need more reasons for you to hate me. Just because I need the enemy. You get it. You get it. Okay. I'll say you... In this book, it's actually... Or in this library, there's actually not a lot of musty-smelling books. It is a very clean library, and despite almost nobody being in here, it seems like there's actually not much dust here. Whoever this elven librarian is, she apparently does a really good job maintaining and keeping the books. That said, there is one book that is old enough that it can't help but be musty. And as you walk towards the back of the room, you come up to a historical mythology section, right? And you find a book. I wish I could describe what you were doing just now, but I can't.
I was using my hands and I was making a motion around my mouth just in case the viewers wanted to know.
Yes. What motion how to describe the motion, I cannot say. I don't know how to describe
waving
it.
motion in front of my mouth with two
motion.
of my hands.
Yes.
You say two of your hands like you have more.
She does have more. You can't count? Jeez. You walk up to this historical mythology section, and walking through, you see this large leather, large tome bound in red leather. As you pull it off and look at the book, you see that it is a history and theories about the Dark Ages, which is that period of time that the ancients, or between the ancients and sort of modern day.
Johan's gonna love this.
Yeah, it's like a book about ruins and theories about ancient life and all that, as well as rumors and mysteries and
I'm gonna take that with us.
Theology and all that.
Check it out. I'll check out the book. I'll let the library, yeah. Mary and them checking it out.
Okay. And while you choose to do that, we, once again, flip our perspective back to the Shinies. Hello, Shinies. How are you doing? Are you out from underneath his house yet? Or their house?
No.
Is there nothing down here?
Yeah, because we got to look and see if there's anything down here.
We want to hear more of the
fall
gay
out.
romance. Why would we miss it?
Okay. All right. Roll. Are you looking for anything specific?
Well, I expected that something, if anything was hidden under the floorboards, it wouldn't be double hidden.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are currently crawling around in mud.
Okay.
And there's mud, there's worms down here and stuff. A few cobwebs. Few cobwebs. This is the crawl space underneath the house.
Okay.
If you want to look for anything, you can roll investigation for it. But it's going to be a little bit buried in the mud.
Okay.
Can I use my dark vision as a modifier?
How describe to me how that would work. How would you do that?
Well, I would imagine it's dark down there, and it would give me an edge in trying to spot something in the mud.
We all have dark vision now. I mean, still.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you mean still. That didn't happen. Nobody saw that yet. Nobody saw that yet. That's
He's currently
that's a spoiler.
experiencing an earthquake. That's okay.
May is experiencing an earthquake. I see
I'm
that.
actually just
Your camera.
rolling. I'm actually just rolling my dice with my hand on the table.
Oh.
Amazing.
That's some powerful dice there.
Yeah, earthquake.
I'm just doing this.
Is that
Okay.
what you're doing?
I will say I was imagining the crawl space as like Brady's gonna see this when he moves to Arkansas, but
I
like
think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
My
the,
new
like-
house has this.
the like lattices at the bottom
Yeah.
of the house.
Raccoons
So-
get in.
Yeah, where raccoons
Yeah.
get in. So there is light all around you.
Okay.
Um,
Well, DM, it's a yes or no question. Does it help me or not?
I'll say
Investigation.
depending on your role, you know, I'll give you a +1.
Cool.
I rolled a-
All right.
Can I also get a +1?
No, because you didn't think of it.
Aw.
Okay. I got a 15.
Okay, so you didn't even need a +1. You-
All right. Well, I'll roll anyways just for giggles.
You-
Hey, I got a 14 with my +1.
Oh, congratulations. Okay. I will say Thwomp. You digging around in the mud, or maybe when you guys first fell down there, your hands squish into the dirt and hit something metal. And when you grab it and pull it out and sort of rub it off, you see that this is a strange looking silver coin. It's very old. It's like hammered engraving instead of like the die cast that you have that the coins are today. This is like an old, to describe it to you, this is like an old Roman coin almost.
Okay.
But instead of like Roman symbols or numerals or any of that stuff, it's got runes.
Yeah.
Would it be useful to roll a history check on it?
You can roll a history check on it, and while you're rolling a history check, I'm going to describe what Poi-Poi finds. Poi-Poi,
I find something else.
you found something else
Ooh.
because there were multiple things to find. Whoa!
Ah.
Never would
Underneath
have
here,
thought.
digging around because I'm guessing you saw Thwomp find a coin, so you're like, I want to find something. So you
Impression.
I know, it's pretty good.
you go around and digging or looking up. You find a little baggie hanging underneath the house. It's like another hex bag almost, except when you pull this one down, the only things in the hex bag are a couple sapphires and a finger bone.
Find a finger.
You know, I'm starting to think Alter actually isn't a good match for me.
I think his boyfriend was enough.
And as you're thinking that, above you just hear pie.
Ugh.
I think we're getting closer to fingering out the mystery.
Did you say that intentionally?
fingering the perp?
Yeah.
I hate you both.
I'm not fingering anyone.
I hate both of you so much. So much.
Bonk.
Serves you right.
I can't use my soundboard. Just imagine the horny bonk sound.
Okay,
yeah.
are you guys horny bonk sound? Go.
The like hitting somebody with a baseball bat sound.
Is that a sound
Oh, I
that's
know
on
what you're
the sound?
talking about.
I have no idea what
talking
you're
about?
talking about.
There's a really cool animator that does that.
Okay, you guys are
Am I
gonna
allowed
have to
to
show
play
me
anything on a
later.
I think
soundboard?
it's actually
Probably
the
not.
same.
Well, I won't be
sound
able to
effect that
hear it
plays
if you
when
play it.
I don't want to play it.
You,
is the-
you won't be able
No.
to hear it?
I won't be able to hear it.
We don't want to bring
I don't
soundboards
like
into this. You
It's
don't
not
want
a
to hear
Discord
soundboards.
soundboard. I'm not
Oh.
pressing it. I think it's the
Okay.
same sound effect that plays when Mulan's horse gets hit in the head with a rock.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
As doofy as that sound.
Like a
This
like
dumb
a
meme.
boom. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
That history check is overkilled by 23.
Oh boy. Yeah, you can tell that this is in fact an ancient coin. But more specifically, this is a from your travels and all of that. There were several coins minted by the ancients. This coin in particular has a depiction of a certain hub, like in the ancient world, there were large cities and kingdoms and all of that. This one is a specific depiction of a specific city. That was sort of like the trade hub of that region. But you would also know that the myths and legends about that city were that it was destroyed during a war.
Oh. Okay.
And very few relics still exist. Coins like the one that you're holding right now are exceptionally rare. Like rare to the point where maybe only 3 or 4 have ever been found.
Wow. Okay, so now Thwomp is wondering if this was actually even meant to be placed here, if it slipped through the floorboards because of its rarity.
Oh, this definitely was meant to be placed.
Yeah. And I do want to say it was under quite a bit of mud.
Under quite a bit of mud. Okay.
Quite a bit of mud. So you stuck your hand down.
All right. I pocket it for now, and I say, Poi-Poi, we need to get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore.
Could I roll a lucky guess based on what we know about the other hex bag and what we suspected that the other hex bag did? I roll a lucky guess to try and figure out what this one's doing.
Yes, but I want you to leave Galter's house first so that we can get the party back together.
Understood.
Okay.
So if you guys are okay with it and you don't want to do or look for anything else underneath the house, we're going to go ahead and say that you guys are crawling out from underneath Galter's house.
There's nothing
And-
else to see here. Just a couple of besties being bros.
Yeah. They're just really good friends, guys.
A really good friend.
They're really good friends.
That's what
and
history would say.
and
But
we
there was something
return
queer about them.
Oh my God.
and we return to the furries. Where
Walking out the library.
yeah, where you're walking out the library after having checked out your book, of course. And congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, Johan, we'll say that you returned the keys and
Oh yes, I
got
finally
your
do
and
that.
you got your ID back. We'll say that you just did that.
Ah, sweet.
And as you guys walk out, you see that the get together is sort of dissipating. The priest of the Children of the Flame is out, sort of clearing tables and packing up things, and the couple stragglers that are there, namely Mr. Miller and the old man that called Lorraine Vance a bitch.
That was one of the rock thorns, right?
Yeah, that was one of the Rockthorns. Are there talking?
Was that Axel or was that Johan Rockthorn?
That was Johan.
Got the Johans in the house.
Yeah, so
Oh.
yeah, so you've got Mr. Miller and Johan.
Can I do something weird? Because they're still there, right?
They are still there. They're like
Can-
taking some leftovers.
Can I discreetly sniff both of them and see if it matches up to the smell that I smelled in the record?
So you're going to go up to them and you're going to sniff them.
Not
I
like-
want you
I'm
to
not
roll
gonna get up
sniff
in
and
their
I want you to roll
face.
stealth. I want you to do that.
You know, I have a +5 in sniff. I got a +3 in stealth. We got this, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
These are two different rolls. I want you to roll stealth first.
What should I roll for stealth
yeah.
first?
You're just like, oh, I just really like your hair.
15.
15. Okay.
Okay.
What's your next roll?
Sniff. No.
Yeah.
A 10.
Okay. You can tell that it wasn't the Rockthorn with the 10.
Okay.
You can.
But that's still a
you can
pass.
tell
Like,
that.
that's still.
I will count that as a
Why would he
minor
mess
pass.
up his own library? Is the thing, his own
Yeah,
records?
okay.
Yeah, I will.
I assume he owns it.
Yeah, I will count that as a minor success.
So I can't. Well, I'm assuming it's probably not Mr. Miller.
Yeah, Mr. Miller right now is very, very interested in a pie that he had brought, and it seems that he was the only one that was eating. He brought a single pie, held it the entire time, and basically just ate it with a spoon he brought from home. Is what I'm saying.
And he's on that pie diet.
He's on that pie diet.
Everyone in this town loves pie.
He hasn't stopped eating pie.
Does this man sleep? I guess he sleeps on the scarecrow.
I'm worried if he shit.
Bro, that sweet potatoes
It's
probably
all
have so
sweet
much
potato.
fiber. So much fiber.
And then, while you're sniffing, the priest actually looks at you and says, "Oh, welcome back.
Hi.
Welcome back. I was concerned when you left the occasion early."
You know, I just needed a little bit of space. I get a little bit overwhelmed when there's like so many people.
All is well, my child. All is well.
Can I make an insight check?
You can make an insight check.
Please do.
He always has weird vibes to me. I'm making so many rolls today. 17.
Okay. What are you trying to determine?
No. He just feels weird. Is he like what is he? So we know that he's clearing up the party,
Yes.
like, and stuff. Was he like? Was his intentions pure when he was asking me how I'm doing, and he was keeping track of where I went? You know.
As far as you can tell, he doesn't have.
17.
Yes,
17.
I know. As far as you can tell, he didn't mean you any harm by asking how you were doing. It's
Okay.
always going to be an as far as you can tell.
Insight do be like that.
And that's a success.
That is a success.
Okay.
No, you failed with the 17. What?
For the viewers who could not see what happened, I raised my fist as a threat to the DM. I hope that clears things up.
For context for the viewers, Alice threatens to punch me a lot.
Yeah. You deserve it though.
Yeah, it's
so.
not undeserving. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to gain sympathy here. I am a horrible person. All right.
Damn, I want to get something out of this guy.
I do too. I feel
smell-
like it's kind
it
of my job to do that, but I really don't know what to say to him.
Scoburn to Scoburn, bro. Scoburn to Scoburn.
And I want to say, Thwomp and Poi Poi, if you guys are heading back this way, you can just cut in at any point in time. But if you want to stop by somewhere or do anything specific, just say that and we can go back to your guys' perspective.
Maybe jump in a river first and not be as suspicious. So you're kind of covered in mud.
You are covered in mud, yes.
Yes.
And
we
there is a
are.
Probably
creek.
always covered in mud. Always lightly covered in something.
Well, repolish your head.
Yeah,
always
Thwomp
shiny,
needs
it's
to
not
wash his
shiny.
shirt.
Yeah, but I've got a hat on.
The I Heart Dawnspire shirt.
The Arhart.
You can just take it off at that point. It's not like there's regulations.
Which is underneath my armor. I have to keep mentioning that.
Oh, it is underneath your armor. So your armor is messy.
I'm not wearing
then.
the shirt on top of my armor.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's take a jump in the creek.
All right.
Splash.
Splish splash.
Splish splash.
You guys are just gonna be wet.
And then you guys can come back.
Nothing's different.
Yeah, nothing's different about
Nothing's
Poi
different
Poi.
Yeah, exactly.
Thwomp is soaked.
Poi Poi, is there anywhere else we want to go? Should we?
Are we
go
just meeting
see?
up with us?
Yeah. Any other clever ideas?
Okay. So imagine this. You've got a bowl of cream and sliced bananas with some granola on the side, maybe a blueberry or two, maybe a strawberry if you want to get crazy.
Where is this going?
Okay, I'm following you.
You're asking for just clever ideas, right?
I like where your head's at. But is there anywhere else you want to go?
Probably a Denny's. Something.
I want to go to Denny's so bad.
Let's all get an apple crisp at Denny's.
Yes, please,
I'm
actually.
getting that moon over my hammies.
My session was ripped away from my hands, but at the mention of the caramel apple pie crisp, abso-freaking-lutely, thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's no way.
And let's all take it to go.
Yeah,
Go.
we can.
Let's
Yes,
get back
that is something that only Alice and I know. That is so stupid. Okay, brilliant. It was amazing. It was so gross. Anyways, back to the session.
Okay, yes.
Back to the session.
I guess we approach our friends. As we're
Wow.
talking to this
Why are
weirdo.
you like drenched? What happened to you?
He was working out so hard.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Was it to impress Gulter?
I will say that you guys are still by. Actually, I think Mr. Rockthorn. Yeah, Mr. Rockthorn walked away. Mr. Miller is still standing there eating the pie. He doesn't seem to be actually interacting with
Typical
the
crackhead
priest,
behavior.
but
Okay.
he is there eating the pie.
I want to. I'm going to ignore what just walked in the door. God, I'll give you a nod of acknowledgement. And you're like a double take because I notice you're very wet. But then I walk over to the priest and I give a little wave to Mr. Miller on the way. And I just I sort of walk up to. You said he's like cleaning up, right?
Yes, the priest is cleaning up and packing food. At this point, he's basically packed up all the food into little boxes. Or what it was leftovers.
I'm just gonna be friendly and cordial and see where it gets me. And as I just sort of walk up and, Father, do you mind if I give you a hand here?
Of course, my child. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Where's this all meant to go?
There's a storehouse or storage room in the back of the church.
Oh, sure.
So if you
I
could
was,
take the tables back there, then
Of course, I was hoping we could walk and talk.
absolutely, I'll take the food. He picks
Sounds
up.
great. Now
He picks up the tray of extra boxes and walks inside.
I'll carry up one of the other, one of the tables, I guess.
I do want to say, because this could be a lengthy conversation. What are the rest of you doing?
convening.
Convenient.
Yeah, I guess I give
want-
everyone a rundown of what happened at the
That's
library. Like,
Before you do that, though, I want to take a moment. I kind of rush over to Gimbal and I just give Gimbal a big embrace.
Gimble starts crying immediately.
One
Oh,
to
actually-
help dry himself off. Also, because I want to be like, Gimbal, I was so frustrated with you, but then I found out that Golter is taken, and now I don't know what to feel anymore.
You were mad at me?
Wait, he is? I thought they were roommates. With a passion for art.
I feel like Gimbal, like his smell, like is normally just like, oh, he just smells like a dog. But when he's wet, he smells like a wet dog. So it's just like Thwomp hugging him, and he just smells like a wet dog.
And Thwomp is just kind of like rubbing his face into Gimbal's like overalls.
Oh. Okay, easy now, Thwomp. Why are you getting me wet? I don't like getting wet. Like I don't like it. I don't like water. It makes my fur like really matted, please.
All right, I let you go.
Before I go with the priest, I hand the binder and the grimoire I'm carrying to Poi-Poi, and I give him a wink.
Thank you.
So hold on to these for me.
It's like half the size of their body.
I don't know who else to give it to. They're doing a thing.
Amazing.
I calm myself and
I literally fallen into my lap.
I recompose myself and I just take the book out of Poi-Poi's hands.
Yeah, Thwomp is fully dry now. Gimbal has absorbed all his moisture. Gimbal just wet
Just
dog.
sopping wet. Amazing.
Gimbal, did you lose weight?
Really? I have? I lost weight?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
Gimbal
just your hair is flat.
Oh. Okay.
It was rather flattering.
Gimbal just turns into like a stick. Oh, amazing. Okay.
Those fluffy cats, when they get wet,
With
they're just
that-
stick thin.
With that,
Oh.
we now turn to. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna do, Poi-Poi?
I was going to make a dumb joke, but we
Okay, good. Let's move on.
What did I miss?
Move on. You missed me interrupting a dumb joke from Poi-Poi. Perfect. All right.
Okay.
And now we are with Johan as the priest, which you guys still don't know the name of, is setting down the food at a table by the front door, and there is just behind, like if you were to walk around the stage at the front, I guess there's a door off to the side, and there's a small room with a lot of like tables and chairs and stuff, so you could just slide it right in there. Boom. And now you are in the temple alone with the priest.
I'm just sort of looking around. Taking in the sights. I've already seen everything here, but
Yeah.
if anything stands out to me,
Do you want to look for or check for anything?
I wouldn't know what to look for is the thing, other than just anything either different or that stands out.
Okay. I'll say roll perception for me.
Okay, that's a flat roll for me, but that's fine. 13?
I'll go do it with 13. You do see something.
Okay.
You notice like certain repeating symbols. Would I have you roll history or perception?
You said perception, but it would have been the same either way.
Yeah, we'll keep it perception for now. You see certain repeating symbols that are mostly covered up, very faint, almost runic in nature, but the temple isn't nearly old enough to be ancient in nature.
Could be derived from something like that, but
it's derived. It's
that.
Yeah, it's certainly runic, or at least based on runic. So, my child, you said you wanted to talk with me.
Just simple questions, really.
What can the church answer for you?
I was hoping to learn more about you, Father.
About me?
Why not? You seem well established here. Curious how this faith came across this temple, how you came here, how what sort of life you've lived.
I was well, I'm open about my past. I was once a sinner. I'm embarrassed to say, a bandit, down on my luck. You as a skull, I assume you know of the war. My family weren't ones to participate. However, with the scorn that came from others for our people, I felt myself down on my luck, and I ended up turning towards dark ways. Eventually, a priest found me after the war and taught me to be different. And now I spread the same message of growth and togetherness that he spread to me. The priest's voice changes a lot.
Yeah. And those voices, those ideals, they come from this eternal flame.
They do, yes. Yeah.
You know, I've lived for almost a century, and I can't say I've heard of it till fairly recently.
It is a new faith.
I can't help but wonder how it came to be.
Well, since the discovery of the ancient flame and its, mystical properties of healing and comfort, it was only natural to flock to it, especially with more and more dismissing the old and archaic ways of the old pantheon.
I can understand why that would be a thing of interest. I myself have only ever known flame to be a bringer of pain.
As most
change.
As most have, especially since the days of Einar Grimm. But our church exists to take back the image of flame, not as a destroyer, but as a bringer of warmth.
I can get behind that.
And I see everybody else falling asleep, so let's return back to
Sorry.
them.
I want to try to mine more, but relating to what happened here, but I got nothing.
Trying not to.
Try not to be too on the nose about it.
I'm listening. I'm good.
So
You're just playing an old fart too well.
Fuck off.
Brady's secretly an old man.
You really
I wasn't
is.
necessarily talking about Brady, but it's so funny that he took offense.
All my
Where'd he
life
take it
I've
from?
been called
Put
an
him-
old man.
Me too. My nickname in high school was Grandpa. Why'd everybody
they
get
just called you
quiet?
old.
Why'd everybody get quiet?
Everyone
the
called
binder?
me dad, and it wasn't like a sexual way. They just called me dad for some reason.
Why would you want it in a sexual way?
I didn't want it in any way.
I've been called mom.
I'm saying it could have at
Mommy.
least been a funny way.
There's a certain somebody that I met in class with you guys that calls me father.
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 Yeah.
Is it Joy?
Yes, it is Joy. And it's a joy.
And it's a
We
Joy.
call it
Joy,
Dad.
if you watch this, we love you. You're
Yes.
awesome.
Joy,
You're great.
stay awesome.
Stay
She
awesome,
knows who
Joy.
Gimbal is, so I'm sure she
She
watched.
does know who Gimbal is.
She's Gimble's biggest fan.
Yeah, well, actually, I am, but it's okay.
Yeah,
How
Not-
she's
not
gonna
to
valid,
say
of course.
Not to compete.
Oh,
Boy's
amazing.
biggest fan is Poi-Poi.
That's true. That is absolutely fair. I think
Pretty much up there.
I think Valentin
What's in
Tremo's
this,
biggest fan is
what's
also
in-
Poi-Poi.
Oh, yeah. So when we went to the library, we went to the record room, right? That shit was wrecked. Like, everything was a mess. And,
Yeah?
like, I sniffed the room to, like, see, like, who did it. And I, like, narrowed it down to, like, 3 people.
3?
So,
Okay.
yeah. So, the Squirrel Scoburn guy, Galter, or Marvin. I don't know.
You also smelled Mr. Miller. He's also
Yeah,
standing
but
right there.
I kind of just eliminated him naturally because I don't think it's him.
Oh, yeah, actually, Mr. Miller is now out of pie filling, so he's going to go back down to the market. So,
bro.
Mr.
This
Miller
Does
left.
not. Can I, on his way out, can I roll insight on Mr. Miller?
Yes, you can.
Just real quick. We've done it before. I want to roll insight. Do I feel like this man has a normal digestive system?
Like, why?
It feels like he
why
just
pie?
never stops eating yams.
Eats so
Roll
much
insight.
fiber, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
roll insight. Do it.
17. Is
Uh,
there something wrong with his intestinal tract at this point?
I think Dragon Killer.
this is insight, right?
This is insight. 17.
Okay. As far as you can tell, there's nothing abnormal about his gut. It's probably not very healthy right now because all he's been seeing him eat is pie. And of course, you know that he's not really all there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he eats a whole pie every 2 hours.
He bakes and eats a whole pie.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a lot of
2
work.
hours.
He doesn't eat the crust, though. He only eats a filling.
It's disgusting.
What's the point of making the crust? At that point, just put the filling in the container and eat it.
I think you'd have to probably ask Mr. Miller.
You're probably not going to get a straight answer either.
Oh, we found it, Kimball. We found a hex bag underneath.
What's in it?
It was sapphires, just like the other one,
Huh?
and a little weird white-looking thing. Kind of looked like a rock. It was very intact. It looks like it might have been like jointed, like it could connect to something.
Like a bone?
It was a bone. It was
What do
a
your
finger
bones
bone.
look like?
Have you not seen my ham?
Remember when we
You
fought
look
that
like a little
dragon?
version of your ham handle.
Remember when we fought the dragon? It's like that, but
Oh
smaller.
yeah. Sorry, I hit my head earlier.
Okay, looking at the bone, can I
It was-
assess what creature the bone is from? I mean, if it's a finger, it must be some type of.
What it look human?
It
Does it look-
looks humanoid, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Humanoid.
Oh, also, Galter and his boyfriend, who he has
Wait, Thwomp
seemingly
and
a
Galter
very
are dating?
good.
Galter and Thwomp are dating?
No, Galter and his roommate, whose name I'll remember in a second. Marvin.
They're dating?
Either that, or they're just
More.
very comfortably platonic.
I uncomfortably cut off Poi-Poi. Say, they also had flowers, and
Yeah. Very romantic.
but more importantly, I think they're the same flowers that were on the grave.
They were
Not to
more
They were
mention
in the
they're-
hex bag. In the hex bag.
And
And
in
on
the
the
hex
grave,
bag.
actually, yeah.
and in the hex bag.
Cool.
But most shockingly of all, these weirdos, I feel comfortable saying that now, had jars of coagulated blood in their ice box.
That's
Are you
not
like-
too weird, but I guess it was coagulated, so I guess they probably weren't saving it for cooking.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like witches or something.
Maybe one of them's a
Maybe.
Vance. What I was
Yeah,
saying.
that's what I've been trying to find out too. I found a book of like the records, but I just got too overwhelmed looking at all the words. I'm sorry, and I couldn't find their name and see if they're Vance. I'm not. Maybe you guys can find it.
Oh, the book I'm holding? Yeah, sure. I start flipping through it. What do I roll to try and see that?
What are you looking for specifically?
I'm trying to see if the word Vance shows up.
Okay,
don't know.
roll investigation, but it's going to be hard because there's a
Investigation.
lot of different, lot of words. So yeah, roll investigation for me.
We're all overwhelmed by words, truly.
Oh my goodness gracious. That's a 23.
Oh, shit. All right.
Damn.
I know.
In the records, you find an old mention of... Actually, yeah, you find two things. First one, you find an old mention of Jamie and Lorraine Vance, who once lived here, but apparently no longer do because it's a very old record, and the land was actually bought out and instead converted into a brewery. The second thing you find, which is just a random ass thing that Gimbal picked up, Vance shows up again. Not in a housing record, but again, random other piece of paper that Gimbal picked up off the floor, in a like a newspaper article talking about Lorraine Vance, the priestess of the Temple of Ignosi in Lie Village.
Ignosi?
Of Ignosi, yes. I think I said that right. Let me,
Igna like fire?
let me Ignosi.
Sorry, I know my
IG
roots.
IGNOSI. IGNOSI.
So wouldn't that mean fire?
So Galter and what is his face? Marvin did not show up in the records at all? Like we couldn't find their name at all?
Well, they were looking for
Crazy.
Vance.
I see.
So
see if you can. Well, see if you can find Galter and Marvin. See what their names actually are, or what they claim their names to be.
I would have you roll again for that.
Okay.
In the meantime, I would like to roll the lucky guess I wanted to do earlier, to try and brainstorm and deduce what the what the purpose of the hex bag might have been.
Okay. Do that. And while you do that, well, actually, Brady, I could just tell you.
Okay.
We don't have to go back.
Awkward role play.
Yeah, we don't have to go back. We don't have to go back to that.
Yeah. If I need to do any rolls, let me know.
No, you don't have to do any rolls. You would, after talking to him and introducing and probably leaving, you would see that his name is that. And you could introduce him as that to everybody else when you walk out the door. When you get back
You're
out.
not going to tell us?
I'm going to let Brady tell you. If he chooses to. He may not.
God damn it, Brady.
Oh boy.
He may not. You know
He
Brady and
sounds-
Scoburn lore.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah.
That's not my.
Brady hiding secrets from us all the time. It's crazy.
I don't do it on purpose, y'all.
Do you?
Might not.
Yeah. So, what were you rolling again, Poi Poi?
I was rolling lucky guess, and I got a 14.
Right, and there was lucky guess to find out.
To try and find out what that hex bag's purpose was.
Okay, you got a 14.
14.
Okay. Well, from what you saw of like the book that Gimbal had before, about like the gems and their meanings and stuff like that, and the sapphires. The fact that there's sapphires included in there tells that this is probably another hex bag of binding or something like that. The inclusion of the bone is a little bit of a mystery, but you can tell that because the sapphires are there, it is a spell of binding to something. Binding what? Who knows? But you can tell that it's that. You can also tell that the rune on the bag was drawn by a different person at a different time. So
Okay.
this is not the same handwriting or the same fabric of hex bag as the other one.
I guess that makes sense, but it could have been the Vance family.
Could have been the Vance family.
Getting the strong intuitive feeling that Galter and Marvin are probably Vance's. One of them.
Well, one of them, or I guess if they
married.
if they married, one of them is probably Jamie Vance. Into that
Yeah.
name. How got
towards Marvin.
swole and came back.
We love that.
Galtar hasn't directly lied to our face necessarily.
No,
So
but
that's
we
why
know
I'm a little
that.
bit more suspicious of Marvin.
True.
Wait.
Marvin is suspicious. Talking about the quarry.
Yeah.
I guess it's a little meta. Gimble wouldn't know this, but didn't when Galter and Marvin were talking to each other, didn't Galter mention Annabelle Miller being his mom?
No. He mentioned that
That's
what
also
he
the
said
thing-
was that there had been other break-ins at his house, or at their house. That's why it wasn't so suspicious that that chair was there and that stuff was
that makes
messed up.
sense. All right.
The first time that people had broken into their house, some things of Galter's mother's went missing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay.
So, yeah. Marvin says
Mom,
that
who's
it's just-
Lorraine Vance, probably.
Yeah, Marvin.
I'm betting. Because also we know Jamie Vance was the
I
groom.
can't say anything. Sorry.
You're not allowed.
Continue. Okay, continue. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm running the game now.
We're the
No,
dungeon
sorry.
masters.
No, continue.
So we know
Continue.
Jamie Vance is the groom. We know Jamie Vance is the groom.
Yes, you know that Jamie Vance is the groom.
And when you brought up Annabelle Miller, to Galter, he got all sad. So, if it's any consolation, Thwomp, maybe Marvin's just a rebound.
Yeah, all right. That makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, though they seem to have a really good relationship.
All right, you can stop talking
Maybe
now.
don't rub it in.
Oh God.
I kind of pat Poi-Poi on their head, and I just kind of like apply just a little extra pressure.
Ow, that's
get them to
still,
stop
it's still
talking.
sore. It's still sore.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. By the way, I did my investigation roll again. This
Okay.
wasn't as cool. This is a 10, and I can't
Okay.
bump it up any further.
I will say with a 10, I'll give it to you with a 10.
you.
You can find housing records for Galter and Marvin's house specifically. But what you don't find is mention of Galter at all. But you do see that the house is registered to a Mr. Marvin Douglas,
Douglas.
whose
What's
profession
the last name?
is listed as him working
You and me were
or running the limestone quarry. This
buddies,
is an
weren't you?
old record, though.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And there's no other name.
There is no other name. There's
Okay.
nobody listed.
Which means
Damn,
that
I thought we were gonna
Galter-
get.
Well, that means that Galter is not a like the name Galter is not registered in the citizenry,
At all?
Ooh.
which means he's probably Jamie Vance.
Vance.
Yeah, it could be. Ran out
Shut
of town
up.
and came back without
It's
saying anything.
becoming so clear to me.
Wow.
What is
Gay
exactly?
lover.
We were never even lovers. I had a crush on him.
Failed lover. Swamp schoolyard style crush.
Crush.
So mean.
Aww. I'm gonna slap the cigarette out of your hand.
I thought that your camera was actually frozen. I was like,
Just in
oh
the
no, is my
episode too hard.
Wi-Fi dying again?
I couldn't think of any other
You're
ways to
first,
roast Swamp.
Yeah, there's plenty.
You just gotta look for him.
Yep.
It's okay. It's okay.
is-
You'll find someone else who's not the son of a witch.
Yeah.
What's our game plan, right? If we know that, perhaps we're just assuming right now.
We are. We are assuming. That,
Alter might be Jamie Vance. What do we get out of that, though?
well, it means he probably knows what's going on with Annabelle Miller.
And how do we get it out of him? Do we just like corner him and be like, "Tell us," Like what?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think that's gonna
Trap
work
him down an
as well as
alleyway,
it did
walk
last
down
time.
slowly, snapping our fingers, synchronized.
Oh my goodness.
And do a music number.
Amazing.
I'll get him to talk.
Well, I'm pretty big and intimidating, right? Like I could probably be scary.
I wouldn't want to meet Gimbal, Johan, or Thwomp in a dark alleyway.
Oh yeah.
What about me?
Okay. So let's
I could
Let's-
punt you like a football.
I'll
Just
stab
to-
you in the ankle, bitch. I know where your arteries are.
just to get the ball rolling again.
Yes.
Let's go over what you guys know.
Oh my god.
Let's go over. We're just gonna have a talk. I'm just gonna say that. Open the floor.
Are we assuming I'm back in the conversation?
Yes.
Is Johan
You can
here?
walk in. You could have walked in whenever.
Okay.
I texted you that on Discord. You could have just
Okay.
walked in.
I wasn't sure if there was more information because
I do at
that's
some
not
point
the only
have one.
question I had.
Johan,
I
where
do
did
at some point have
go?
one. He wouldn't-
I just
He
He
noticed
would
that
have
you were
dodged the
gone.
question.
Fair enough. That's what I was guessing, but I wasn't sure.
I do have a question for Johan at some point. We can do that before or after.
Okay.
I take the coin out of my pocket and I say, "Hey, Johan, have you seen this before? You're an old guy
Uh,
with wizardry."
I take a look at it. Do I recognize the ancient coin?
I want you to roll for it. What do I?
Culture?
Yeah,
I don't have
roll-
history, but I have culture.
Yeah, roll culture. Do that. See what you can recollect.
That'll be a 16 plus 2 for 18.
Okay. About this coin.
Sure.
Like what Thwomp already found out, you know that
Sure.
this is a very particular coin from a very specific period in ancient time, just before the Great War decimated everything and lent itself to the Dark Ages when magic sort of died. You would also know that this coin was minted in this specific city, and you would also know, what was it again? 17?
18.
18. You would also know that, or you would be familiar with the other instances of this coin being found, which is in trade halls or hubs of ancient cities that were actually excavated. Those are the only places where these coins were found.
Okay.
So Thwomp finding the coin here is a little bit weird, unless somebody here is either an archaeologist or there's
Just happened to have it with them.
Geologist. Okay.
just happen to have it with them. That's
All
I'm
right.
not going to tell you what to think, but
Tell you what, Thwomp, I'm old, but I'm not that old. but it is odd that this is here. I don't believe anyone we know is an archaeologist. Perhaps someone paid for Golto snake oil with an ancient coin that they shouldn't have had.
Interesting.
Well, if it's ancient, wouldn't it be worth so much though? Like, what would they possibly like trade from that? Like Like
That is
snake
true.
oil?
This
Like,
this
I don't think it's that
this is an
bad.
artifact from the ancients. It probably goes for quite a bit.
I mean,
For what it's worth.
theoretically, if we are correct about Walter being Jamie Vance, it makes sense for his witchy mom to have that sort of thing, I think.
True. Could have some level of
Yeah.
magic.
Also,
to
Walter's
it.
a snake oil salesman.
Yeah.
He was trying to sell us
Is
something
he
weird.
actually?
Yeah, he's
Seems
a
appropriate for
he's a
this
traveling
son of a
sales.
witch.
He's a traveling salesman. He
He
sells
was a
lot of
traveling
different stuff.
salesman, but I thought he
Does
was
Bro
above
have
board.
pet snakes that we just don't know about? Like,
No,
I've never
it's-
seen it with this.
You guys didn't ask, but it's like essential oils and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is
Okay.
various oils, but it's mostly like therapeutic
that
oils or
witchy.
lamp oil.
Bro has an MLM.
An MLM
Multi-level
pyramid
marketing.
scheme.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, not that type of MLM.
Not what? There's
What
another
kind
type
of
of
MLM are you
MLM?
talking about?
fight me, Alice.
I'm confused. I'm very confused. Do I want to know?
My brain is
Okay,
is
Alice says
cycling
that I
through
don't
so
want to
many
know, so I
acronyms
don't
right
want to
now.
know.
All
right.
It can be inappropriate, but it doesn't necessarily be inappropriate.
We're gonna get our channel taken down, aren't we? This is
We
it.
are.
This is it. This is the video,
Absolutely.
guys. This is the
I
video.
feel like I missed the last 30 seconds.
You missed nothing. Nothing was missed.
All right, what
of
were we
any
talking-
Intelligent
what-
discourse.
What were we talking about? Right.
Okay. I'm like, I take the coin back and I shove it back in my pocket. I'm like, all right, cool, thank you.
Right.
Now it
Looks like the genuine thing, though. I know what few I've seen in my
Yeah,
travels.
I thought it was pretty odd finding it underneath their floorboards in the crawl space. I don't know if it fell down there or what, or somebody's
That's
hiding it.
unfortunate.
If it has anything to do with the finger bone.
Maybe we're on some kind of ruin and just don't know about it. It was under their floorboards. I don't think we're on any sort of ruin. It wouldn't.
And also the hex
It'd be much
bag.
deeper. Is the thing.
And the hex bag.
The hex bag. That's probably more recent.
Question about the finger bone.
Answer about the finger bone.
Could I reasonably deduce the sort of frame of the hand? If it was like a narrow, small hand, or if it was like something. Does it look like a dainty elvish hand, or does it look like
Dick Dragonkin.
thick dragonkin finger?
It's sort of between. So, I would say you know what? I would say you could deduce that this is the finger of a kinman.
Okay.
Kinman.
Yeah.
Specifically a kinman.
Specifically a kinman, because it's not thick enough to be the finger of a dragonkin. I mean, I guess it could be a scope, but
Okay.
definitely not dainty like an elf. Not short enough to be a.
That's mostly what I cared about, was whether or not this could be
Annabelle's finger.
Annabelle's. Yeah. Because then maybe that bag could be what's keeping the ghost here. But I don't think that's
For the minutia of the plot, how about we just kind of size it up to one of my fingers since I'm a kinman?
Yeah, it would be.
Could I do that? Yeah.
It would be relatively similar size to Thwomp's fingers, but slightly smaller.
Okay. All right. So it's probably
Wait a minute.
probably female in nature.
They just had smaller hands.
Like Annabelle Miller? Could be a female.
Annabelle Miller was an elf, though.
Oh,
Miller
yeah.
was an elf.
Yeah, my bad.
A bit more dainty.
Or perhaps it could be Lorraine Vance. Since she
Could
can.
be. Maybe. Was she a kinman?
I think so. I think she would
She
be.
was a kinman, yeah. Added a witch's finger in a hex bag. That would make
Makes
sense.
sense,
That makes
yeah.
It's also possible that the person, that whoever the finger belongs to, doesn't actually matter for the sake of the hex.
Could be entirely the case.
That's true. Somebody could have been grave digging, I guess.
So,
Mm.
what evidence do you guys have so far? And I'm going to remind you that you have a whole document of evidence that you guys
I'm
know.
reading the
Oh my,
document.
It's overwhelming. So we
Yeah,
have-
you
Yeah.
made it too complicated.
Okay.
This was the first quest that I designed, I will say.
Ever?
Actually, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You guys just happened to do the sewer one first, but the way I expected you to go about it was either bandits or this one. Whichever one of those you chose, it was going to be the other one got taken. Or if you guys were going to go for
Okay. Wait, do we know
you get
when Lorraine Vance disappeared or died?
I don't think we do. Is that in the funeral records that we looked at before?
I don't think you guys actually looked for Lorraine's funeral records.
Let's look for Lorraine because I want to
Well, I
know.
mean, you did see she has a mausoleum in
And one in the mausoleum.
I
Yeah,
want to
in the
know.
graveyard.
I want to know if she died before or after Annabelle. Because
Perhaps
I'm
we can find
wondering.
some answers in the mausoleum.
Because
Let's go to
I'm
mausoleum.
wondering maybe if the hex bag on the Scoburn was done by Lorraine. Since now we know there are 2 hex baggers, which sounds like a Wizard Town slur.
Yeah. Yeah.
You hex bagger.
Hex bagger.
You say anything with enough spite, it can
I don't
be
like saying it
slur.
anymore.
Yeah, it does feel like a slur.
Yeah.
Everything sounds a little bit like a slur. Anyway, yeah, let's go to the mausoleum.
Just depends on how you say it.
Okay.
You mausoleum.
I will say, I'll just do it quick. You guys can walk over to the graveyard. It's literally right across the street from Galter's house. And of course, right next.
He lives across the street of that.
Right across the street from the graveyard.
Not suspicious.
Brewery is also by the graveyard. And then, of course.
Like too many things near a graveyard.
Small town.
Yeah, it's a small town.
Small town.
The graveyard's also right next to the Light Quarry, which you guys already knew that.
And the church, apparently.
Yeah. You would have
I
seen.
mean, a graveyard next to a church makes sense.
You would have seen that Lorraine Vance, the mausoleum for Lorraine, is set at around. What did I say? This is. It needs to be a specific date. Where are you? Did I not write that
Do
down?
we have any specific dates?
You
just
have
tell
like
us
you have
what's
like
before or
have the
after anything.
like
date
3 years
the-
ago, 5 years ago.
We have the newspaper.
Yeah. So you
So
know
we-
that it was
no,
10 years ago.
I think we have the date of the wedding from the newspaper, right?
Yes. The
Something like
bride
that.
disappeared a decade ago, 10 years ago.
Indeed.
So I want to see how that lines up with Lorraine's death.
So Lorraine was killed. You know what? I'm just going to say it like this. Lorraine died around the same time that the church moved in.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So she died, and then shortly after the church moved in.
Rough.
right, because she was a priestess.
Yes, she was the priestess of the Temple of Ignacy.
Ignacy, that feels like fires. That feels like it was the fire the whole time. Ignacy. Maybe I'm using too many meta knowledges,
Maybe.
and maybe it's just a random word you made up.
You're thinking
maybe it
Ignis,
actually-
which is spelled
yeah.
with an
Ignis.
I.
Yeah.
Well,
This
it's
is
a
also
root.
spelled with an I.
It's direct. There you go.
Yeah. But there are also multiple meanings to that word. You're on the right path, actually, but there's multiple meanings to that word. And there's a much easier way to get that information than using meta knowledge.
Dictionary game.
Yes, or
Thesaurus.
if any of you checked out a book from the library.
Oh, someone's the book.
Oh, hold the
book up.
mentioned that. I thought I mentioned that, but yeah, I picked up this kind of
Musty ass.
smelly, musty book, and it looked old, and it had something about ancients and ruins. Maybe that's relevant, right?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Don't make me roll for anything. You guys are.
okay,
me
so
read.
you guys
I'll
open
roll
up the
a
book.
read roll if you need.
You guys open up the book. What are you looking for specifically?
Maybe something for the stuff on the like hex bags or something.
Or okay.
What other things can we look at?
Burial rituals for Ignacy, whatever it was you said. I already forgot.
So there was the Temple of Ignacy that Lorraine Vance was a priestess for.
I feel like that might be here somewhere.
Does it also have to do with the Eternal Flame?
Yes.
They basically just rebrand. Was the flame just here the whole time?
Well, the flame, is an Einland.
Flame is new. That's got to be new.
Yeah, the flame is an Einland. This is like a secondary flame. That was, I think, 2 sessions ago you guys learned about that, but that was, at this point, 2 months ago.
I should have asked where Einland is. Fuck.
Isn't it north?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably. We're pretty far south right now. So.
Yeah, it is northwest.
Northwest.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys asked about that already.
Northwest.
Yawn. Yeah, proud of you guys.
I don't know shit about that.
Who's looking up Ignacy? Are you looking up Ignacy?
I can look it up if people want me to do it.
Okay.
Get a +2 in investigation.
Okay. I want you to roll for that. And while you roll for that, I want you guys to verbally go over what you guys know so far.
Okay, I actually have like a notes and stuff that I could probably go over right now.
Okay, good. Do that.
I mean, obviously we have your document, but okay. So let's start from the very beginning. We have the Scoburn body in the Miller yard. We know that the body is lined as barley. We know the body was not moved. We know the body had defensive wounds, and that there was a hex bag with morning glory and blue sapphires. And then we know that there's dirt on the bottom of the coffin that has high concentration of lye. Okay. Next thing we know is that there's a gap in the marriage records. And on the marriage records there was missing coordinates in Alanian, right? And then we know that Annabelle Miller was the bride and that she was elvish. What's next? We know that Marvin lied about the quarry. We know that Galter had a strange reaction to hearing Annabelle Miller. Presumably, it's probably Jamie Vance.
Did we ever confirm whether or not what's the barley is the buried Scoburn?
Yes.
What's his name?
Linus Barley.
Did we ever eliminate? This is random. Did we ever eliminate the possibility that he was buried alive?
That wouldn't be possible because then wouldn't it be dirt everywhere, right? Not just in the bottom.
Mm.
Well, if he was unconscious,
He was also buried like this.
He was like that. That's right.
He was like
arms crossed.
He was like watching things to himself.
The thing that just doesn't make sense is the lie at the bottom of the casket.
Yeah, I still don't know what that is about. I'm gonna be honest.
I thought maybe we were going off the idea that he was killed at the quarry.
Yeah, but then why would they neatly place a layer of lye, but like at the bottom?
Maybe they had the coffin there at the location.
Somebody roll lucky guess for me.
I'm thinking.
Wait, we know the body was not moved in any sort of way. That was already something we established. The body was not moved.
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm thinking the lie might be intentional. It could be part of the hex, or
it's an 8, and I can turn it into a 9.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't give it to you with a 9. I will say that Brady's on the right track, though.
It could be part of the hex, or it could be part of Ignosi, like burial thing.
Could be. Could be.
But we won't know until I read up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was?
I'm assuming I was rolling a lucky guess just to say that it was incorrect and to move on.
Yes.
So, yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I was gonna say my theory of like what's going on is maybe that Jamie Vance, Annabelle Miller had a marriage thing going on. Annabelle Miller had her little Scoburn mans. Jamie Vance's mom, Lorraine Vance,
found out or something. But no, didn't she die before that?
Around the same time.
Okay. And Lorraine Vance finds out and is like, you ain't breaking my son's heart. I'm gonna curse your whole family lineage for trying to stop the marriage. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Curse the whole land and everything.
Did we know
It just so happens that Mr. Miller is getting affected by it because he just moved in there.
Yeah, 3 months ago
We don't
after his
know
house
how-
burned down.
Yeah, we don't know timeline of that.
We explored the second story of the house, right? That's where the
There was
newspapers
nothing
were.
there.
No, the newspapers were on the first floor. There's 2 stories of the house. The second story was completely empty, devoid of furniture or anything like that.
Right.
The newspapers were in the living room, just sort of scattered around. The biggest pile of newspapers were in a stack in the center of a summoning circle with candles and all of that. Mr. Miller was mostly in the kitchen, and he sort of goes between there, being a scarecrow, and the market.
There's some significance of him going and making pie.
I don't know.
Could
He's
be.
crazy. He
Yeah,
lost
what's up
his
with the
mind.
yams?
I do think it has been so long since we started the Live Village quest. I will say this quest is very complicated. This quest,
You overestimated our intelligence.
I overestimated how long it would take to be here. This quest was intended as like a two session quest. But there has just been
mysteries.
we don't know with I don't know with mysteries. I did not plan for you guys to spend so long on specific portions of the quest. Not to blame you guys. I'm not blaming you guys.
Sure.
Obviously, I'm not blaming you guys. And because there's just been so long between the sessions here, I think in order for you guys to make any real headway, go back all the way to the beginning. If you look on the sheet I sent you of what you know,
I'm reading the sheet.
if you go over that verbally so that the audience is in the loop too, I think
Fair
it
enough.
would be easier
Should we read the what you know?
Okay.
Yeah,
Or we should read.
it is the what you know that's important, and you guys can talk about that however you want. But I just want you guys to use that to remind yourself of everything that's going on.
All right. Let's go over everything we know. I rotate my hat like I'm graduating.
Amazing.
Mr. Miller posted the quest about the ghost and about the famine caused by the ghost. There's a lot of farmland in the village, but only 2 farmers. And crops aren't growing on Miller's land. Have we ever talked to the other farmer?
You have not.
No.
We should.
And we never
talk
went to
other-
the brewery.
See, there you go. See,
either.
you're already getting it.
We need to talk to more people.
We should talk to the other farmer. Let's say he moved into his previous house. Why did his old house burn down?
That's a good question.
Baking pies.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe he was doing the ritual stuff and the candle went rogue.
Maybe.
We know where his old house was. It's not far. We could walk there.
Yeah, it's just up the
I'm
street.
literally looking at it.
It's right there on the hill. You can see the old burned ash frame.
Let's
Okay.
get,
Okay, someone start making a to-do list.
Okay. Got it.
We gotta
I'll write it
check
in,
with the
I'll write it in
check-
memes.
We gotta check with the other farmer.
okay.
Investigate Mr. Miller's burned down house. And also try to figure out what happened to the house.
Yes.
Okay. Next up, he has the skeleton in his backyard, Mr. Barley. Plain casket, deep hole, large stone. It's a scoburn or a half scoburn. It was dressed up. It's got defensive wounds on the arms. Were the defensive wounds? Remind me, were the defensive wounds under the sleeves or going through the sleeves?
They were under the sleeves.
Under the sleeves. So he was dressed up
Interesting.
after.
After his death.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So which implies to me he was properly buried at some point.
Yes.
He's got the hex bag with an unknown rune on it. Inside are morning glories as well as several sapphires. Did we deduce the purpose of that hex bag and what that does?
It's a... Well, I can tell you this since you deduced the other one. Because of the sapphires and all that, it's probably a binding spell of some sort.
Binding spell.
Yes.
Yeah.
We could probably use that grimoire to
Probably.
look into that a little bit more.
Probably use... Yes. It is a Vance book, and we suspect the hex bags were probably set by the Vances. And a spell book vanishes unless it's given to someone else. So it could be a family heirloom.
Perhaps.
So that could have Lorraine's
Why was
spells
it
in it.
hidden? My question.
Just was. You have the grimoire, right?
Yeah, we have it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we should.
We also have that other
next
old-ass
on-
book,
So
which
also on the to-do list.
I'm still sitting on that roll for.
So
I know,
also on
I
the
keep
to-do
trying to go
list,
back to you, but...
Also on the what's up? Oh,
no,
sorry.
nothing.
Also on the to-do list, use the grimoire to see if we can figure out what exactly the hex bags do.
We could probably also use the book that I found about.
And there's also
Ancient
the
stuff.
veil. He also has the bride's veil, which is interesting. Perfectly preserved. And he's sitting on a layer of light dust. I don't think we have enough information to figure out why he's on top of a bunch of why. So we'll move on. Mr. Miller is crazy. He bakes sweet potato pie. Only eats the filling. Sometimes sees a scarecrow. Doesn't trust the church. Maybe he knows something. Maybe he knows
It's
what
just so
happened to
hard
the
to
old
get-
church.
Just so hard to get anything out
Because
of him.
Lorraine,
Well, it's entirely possible
Lorraine-
he still thinks Lorraine is in charge of the church.
That's true. He is crazy. People don't like Lorraine.
Okay. Is that everything?
He had a summoning. Nope. He had a summoning circle in his house. We found the articles about the murdered bride, except her body wasn't found. She was murdered, but her body wasn't found. We can't necessarily confirm that she was even murdered in that exact moment, but we can sort of assume she either was or she wasn't in that moment. Either way, she died at some point. Let's see, we have the new priest, who's kind of a creep. The temple used to be dedicated
If people
to a different...
didn't like the old priestess, then it would make sense how he was able to bring his religion in so easily.
Well, except she died also.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, shortly before the church came in. So maybe it was a intentional
Could have been a
elimination.
hostile takeover, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been.
I mean, it's also possible that she died and then there was a vacancy for a church and then he just moved.
Also, the Rockthorns completely run every business in town.
Yeah.
It's a little odd. Monopolized this town.
Including I think the brewery
The
is...
brewery,
on
the
top of-
library, the inn are all Rockthorn.
Which building was built on top of a different important building? I can't remember. That was
Adding
I'm
additional
adding it right
information.
now. Yeah, because you know more
was-
now.
Yeah, that was added earlier in this session.
The brewery was constructed on top of the remnants of the Vance household.
The Vance
Oh.
house. That's right.
We should check out the brewery.
Brewery.
We should
then.
check with the brewery.
We
See
should
if
have
they
checked
know
that out
anything about the Vance.
2 sessions.
Maybe underneath the brewery, we can find some missing artifacts from the Vances. That can help us piece things together.
It's like the
Maybe.
first one to say we should go talk to the brewer. You guys are like, nah, forget about it. Go to the library.
Okay,
I
let's
have no
think
idea.
about.
I have no idea what Evan's saying. It's probably not important.
I got
So-
it. He was, jeez.
I'm sorry. I don't mean it. I don't mean it. Anyway,
You mean everything.
I don't. I'm in a
The hat tells
mindset.
all. Where's the cigarette? There it is.
Oh, the whiskey too.
Yeah.
The whiskey glass.
Are you still carrying the martini, by the way?
Probably the glass.
I'm just carrying the martini.
Yeah, you still have like it's gone. You just have the
Is
glass.
the martini canon?
I'm canonizing the martini, yeah.
Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. Go on.
And yes,
Go on.
I've still got the martini glass.
Yeah.
Okay. So we should investigate the brewery. Lorraine Vance. Small mausoleum. There's no body in the mausoleum.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which makes the Lorraine Vance bone just seem more of a possibility.
It is plausible that the bone is Lorraine Vance's. Maybe we should talk to Valentine. Okay, next on the to-do list, ask Valentine what the condition of the mausoleum was before he got there.
I like that.
Oh man, we got a lot of things to do.
All right.
We should also prioritize what we feel like is probably more.
Yeah. Where do you guys want to go first?
We'll figure out what priority is after we figure out things we could do.
Okay.
Okay. It's true.
Okay. We know that Jamie Vance was the groom to Annabelle Miller.
Okay.
She was moited. So no body was found. A bloody knife was found on the floor of a dressing room, though we don't necessarily know that it killed her. But I guess that's not really important. What's important is murder weapon. Someone was probably killed or deeply injured. Maybe it was Annabelle. Maybe it was the scope. Let's see. And there were morning glories on her grave. Which, since we also found morning glories in the
Hex bags.
Hex bags
In the
and
But also in the,
hex bags.
cabin.
Galter's house
and
too.
Galter's house.
Yeah.
That further feeds into the theory that
Either Galter or Marvin. is
either
related.
Galter or Marvin. I strongly suspect Galter
Same.
is Jamie,
Yeah.
Jamie Vance.
Strong.
There's a lot of evidence pointing towards Galter being Jamie Vance. Okay. We know the morning glories are there. Do we think that means that no, because the obviously the hex bag with the morning glories on the body is a lot older. Yeah. But, we found a hex bag in the house of Marvin and Galter, so one of them's making the hex bags. Probably
Yeah.
Perhaps, unless it was
Probably
there
Galter.
before.
unless it was there before, but we know that the Vance house, there's no other reported spellcasters in town.
That we know.
That we know
of.
that we know of.
All right.
This is speculation based on what we are aware of. Let's see. We know that the archive is missing. We know about Valentine. Marvin is lying about working in the quarry, which is odd because it seems like such an easily disprovable.
I think
lie.
he worked. But we know
Yeah.
that he has worked there, but he just probably doesn't
Yeah.
anymore. And he just.
It's probably just
Yeah,
old
we know he
habit to
used to
say.
work there.
But
It
the
could
rust
be
on the
all that.
machinery, like it's been so long since the
That's true.
quarry was in operation. It just seems like why would he even say that?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Two things. Brady, what was the result of your roll before? On
18.
Oh,
18 on the
18.
hibiscus.
Yeah,
18 on
sitting on
Ignacy.
that.
Okay.
That was
I told you I've been
late.
sitting on that. I've been trying to get it out for a minute now.
I will tell you, you can tell that, flipping through, you can find the old Pantheon, articles on the old Pantheon and myths and legends surrounding them. You can see that Ignacy was the ancient god of knowledge.
Knowledge.
And the head of the gods of harmony. You know, the three sort of tiers of gods, the war, harmony, and chaos gods.
Okay.
And then, of course, Aldius. Yes, Ignacy was the god of knowledge. And the people that sort of followed Ignacy and all of that were mostly medical oriented. They were dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge and medicine and spreading that knowledge and medicine through science, basically. It's the god of science, is
Really noble.
Ignacy. Yes. Was there anything else specific? I don't know if I'm forgetting anything that you were looking for.
We're really looking for
Did they
the
have any
next
like burial rituals or specific marriage and burial rituals?
No, but you will see that the priests and priestesses of Ignacy, it says in the book, were typically seen with great respect due to their ability to, you know, heal the sick and
Sure.
take care of people and all of that.
Lorraine wasn't.
And
Well, they're
and Alice,
bitch.
what were you saying? What were you going to say?
Me?
Yes, because you.
Oh, I was gonna say. Never mind. I was gonna ask if the role included information about the hex bag or
Oh,
rituals
gotcha.
or anything.
No, it did.
Yeah.
It did not.
Okay, cool. Lovely.
I guess that's what we have the grimoire for.
That is what you have the grimoire for. And the second thing, somebody, probably Poi-Poi, I want you to roll a lucky guess. Just straight lucky guess roll. Or as I like to call it in my head, the railroad roll. Just because I do eventually want you guys to finish this quest. There's a whole campaign.
It's a campaign about Live Village.
Yeah, that's basically what it is right now.
We spend 90% of the sessions just
know.
rehashing.
That's
It's
an
crazy.
11.
That is an 11. Okay.
2 pity points.
Give me 2
If you
pity
need 'em.
points. Give me 2 pity points, and I'm going to ask you a very simple question.
Okay.
Do you think Mr. Miller is coherent enough to post a quest?
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Who did it?
Here, I'll pose another question, actually. Do you think Mr. Miller is coherent enough to set up a summoning circle, or know what a summoning circle is?
I assumed that was what drove him
I
crazy.
assume that too, because he's clearly crazy.
Right.
He's clearly something, yeah.
But
If
I
not
guess
him,
Mr.
then
Miller, he definitely wouldn't notice if someone were going in and out of his house.
True.
Because all quests on the quest board were handwritten, right?
Yes, yes. There were copies. They were posted, so they would have been written out and copied by Marion.
Oh, Okay, so it wouldn't be the original handwriting of the.
It would not be the original handwriting of the person that posted it. Yeah.
Someone else posted. Shit, does that mean we're not getting paid?
I
Possible.
swear to God. So what's the point of all of this?
I'll tell you what, guys. I
Although,
got
I
a spare
guess-
coin. We'll hawk it and
Yeah.
we'll split the riches.
I will say another thing that I didn't write down in what you know, but it may have just been too long for you to do that. You guys did go and talk to Mr. Miller first thing when you guys came here. And you did ask him about the quest. And his response to you guys asking him about the quest that he posted was, yes. And then he ran out and told you a
Yeah.
bunch of
What if
information.
he's
Yeah.
possessed?
That seems like a fair reaction.
Yeah.
Man
That'd be
possessed?
pretty nice.
And I think I'll just leave it there because if I say anything else, I will be giving too much information at that point.
Is it too much?
Yes.
Well, we got
Is
some
it
leads.
really?
You guys got some leads.
Yeah, we can wrap
Okay.
this up.
You
Who
guys
do you
got
want to go
some
talk
leads.
to first?
Where did we first meet Galter? Because it wasn't in this town.
No.
We met him in Travelers
Yeah,
Restaurant.
Mhm.
that's where
Yeah.
we bumped into him. Yeah.
I will say I'm going to cut us off at 10:30.
Oh man.
With the John?
Okay, let's pick a place to go. Let's just pick
All right.
somewhere to go.
Where y'all want to go?
So we got the other farm, the old Miller's house,
think-
the
I think the
brewery, and the
old-
mausoleum.
I think the old Miller's house is a good place to start. Either that or the brewery.
I would
down.
say
Those are my votes for where we're starting.
I think we should go to the brewery just because that's where the old Vance house was.
Not a bad call if they'll let us in.
Let's
If they
go.
let us in, brewery. If they don't, Miller House.
Just ask them if they got any garbage from the building that was there before.
Yeah.
Would they?
Or maybe like
It would have been 3 years at least.
an untouched basement.
Or if they know anything about the property that was there before.
Untouched basement or attic or some shit.
That is true. So we'll say you guys walk over to the brewery beside the graveyard. Brilliant.
Everything's beside the graveyard, really.
There's actually a lot of things beside the graveyard. It's not a big town.
Yeah.
And they're all like, let's put it right next to the
Yeah.
graveyard.
Well, technically, it's all by the lye quarry or the limestone quarry.
Mhm.
Would it be possible?
Yeah.
This is just a random small thing for my curiosity. Would it be possible to make a bit of a retroactive insight?
Oh no! What do you wanna do?
I'm curious to think. I'm thinking back about Marvin.
Mm-hmm.
His last name is Douglas.
And I was curious if I could make a retroactive insight from when he mentioned that he worked at the quarry.
Okay.
Now that we know that the quarry is closed.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'll say roll for it.
I'm curious if that was just a slip of the tongue or if he genuinely believed that he works at the quarry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll for it.
Damn it.
Damn, I have a +4 in insight too.
That's a 5.
Yeah, you don't know. It was too long ago.
Yeah.
No,
No, I'm just paranoid. I'm wondering, maybe everyone's minds are fucked up in this town.
It's the lie.
Yeah.
That is not good for you, I'll tell you
Does
that.
lie have amnesiac effects?
No, Mercury does though.
Yeah.
But you guys already went through that process.
Yeah, we already.
So
We
I'm
all
guessing.
drink mercury.
Yep. I'm guessing you guys walk over to the brewery. Where I need to roll for this. That's the wrong die. This one. Yes. Where you see Axel Rockthorn outside chopping some wood. Walking up to the brewery, you see that it's actually quite a large building. The construction is familiar, but not much to worry about right now. It is this quite sizable building for how considerably small every other building here is. It's about the same size as the inn or the library, except here it's got like a couple big barrels out in the front. And again, you see Axel just chopping away at some wood. I gotta remember Axel's voice. I think it was just like neutral American. I think it was just my voice, maybe slightly deeper.
Why did I think
Very
she had
well
a more
could have been.
older person voice? I don't know why.
Expected him to be a little younger.
he's younger
Isn't
than
he
the-
related to the? Yeah, he's
Oh wait, he's
younger
not
than
Johan.
the.
He's not the
yeah.
Johan Rockthorn. Okay.
No, this is Axel, Johan's
Yeah.
son, and the
Is it
librarian's
Rosebear's
sister.
son?
Yes.
Is he hot?
I think you
I was
asked that
waiting for
already.
that.
I think my answer was yes. I think yes.
Okay.
That's just for you. You're welcome.
That is literally just.
That's
for me.
literally just for you. For everybody who doesn't know, Alice is a bard, and she is playing someone who is not a bard.
He can be a bard.
No, he can't. He can't. Okay. What are you guys doing now that you're at the brewery?
I'm assuming entering the building. Unless
Or
anyone has
talk to
objection.
Axel.
Oh, okay, probably that too.
Yeah, Axel's out in the front, and he's the brewer, so it'd be kind of weird to walk into the building
I guess,
behind
yeah,
his
yeah.
back.
I mean, we could act like we don't know he's the brewer.
Uh,
Hey, Axel,
You know,
the
that's-
brewer.
okay, and he turns to. He's like, "Hi,
Hi.
hello. Can I help you?"
Yeah. My friend Thwomp has some questions for you.
Okay. Which one's Thwomp?
Not me. I'm not bald.
Okay, I don't. Does Thwomp mean okay? Hi. What's up?
Hey,
Oh, and sorry about my dad earlier. Just want to say, I promise I'm not like that.
What do you do again? I forgot.
He called the Vance a wizard bitch, a witch.
Oh,
don't worry about it.
He's
I
yeah,
don't know
he's,
what I'm asking this
he's
dude.
just really old.
Maybe
Yeah.
like why do the Rockthorns don't like the Vances?
I point at Gimbal. I'm like, yeah, what he said.
Just imagine Gimbal literally said that out loud.
oh yeah. What is the beef between them?
I guess
Yeah, wow.
I don't know, I guess nobody likes the Vances. I don't know. From what my dad says, because I never met her, Lorraine.
Have you ever met the other Vance?
Before your time, I take it.
Yeah, I moved here when my dad took over the inn. So,
Mm.
How long ago was that?
3-4 years maybe.
Right. Checks out.
Yeah. So.
Was this like in an empty lot at the time?
No, it was a house. This is the house, so I just added on to it.
Is there anything here from how it was originally?
Well, I mean the facade's the same.
But inside, all stripped out.
Yeah, it's got my brewing set up now. If
Now,
that's,
if there's any like secret compartments or anything you didn't find?
I gutted the house.
secret.
I gutted it pretty good. It's just an empty warehouse now.
Mind if we have a look around?
Check. Time for a sniff check.
Can I ask Can I ask why? Are you guys like guards? You're wearing like a night suit. Did my dad do something?
Well, can I be candid with him about
We don't
the
think so.
quest?
We're on a quest.
We're on a quest to find the ghost.
We're not going to touch any of your sensitive equipment.
Ghost.
We're only going to touch the facade of the house.
Are you
We
talking
also don't know about the ghost.
Are you talking about the Miller
we
Miller dude's like ghost story thing?
Kind of.
yeah, but there was an official posting at the Adventurers Guild.
I wouldn't know
to
anything about
try and
that.
find the ghost. Okay.
Hmm.
Well,
Okay, well,
we are here on official guild business, and we
Well,
really
just-
appreciate your time. You let us kind of.
Yeah, sure. Let me. I can give you the tour.
Thank you.
He walks up to the door, pulls a cane ring off, and sort of
he's
unlocks
like
the
turned
door.
around. Is it weird that it feels weird that none of the people who have been living here for years are aware of the ghost?
Yeah.
Well, they're not living on the coastline.
I guess, but they
No,
never
but we saw the
wandered.
ghost at the end.
But we saw the
We saw the ghost at the
Poi
end.
Poi saw the ghost at the end. I didn't see it, but Poi Poi saw
Yeah,
it.
I
honestly,
did. I
only
definitely saw the ghost. I didn't have a concussion then.
Exactly. Poi Poi was of sort of right mind at the time.
I mean, sort of.
Poi Poi's
Holy
always
right brain.
just sort of okay.
Poi Poi's a little floaty.
Always a little floaty though.
Poi Poi is an
He
alien.
done,
They
he
were
done
kind of
Poi Poi in
spacey.
water. He kind of bobs up and down.
Okay. Let's lock in, guys. Let's
Yeah.
lock in.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. We don't.
That's what
remember.
Boy's probably.
Okay.
Poi Poi, maybe check under the floorboards again if you can get front of them from the outside.
Uh-oh, Poi Poi's gone.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Bye, May.
Good.
Oh no.
Oh.
They took it to
Oi.
heart. They went under the floorboards immediately, like that.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Did May's
I
Wi-Fi
hate to see
break?
that
Did
slab of
May's Wi-Fi
salad.
die?
Quite
Damn
possibly.
it.
I was gonna say Gimbal should do a sniff check.
Oh,
May, are you back?
May.
Mayday?
Mayday.
Somebody remind me to
Oh,
unpause.
damn.
We're gonna pause and
No.
we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hey.
Hey,
Pause,
we're
unpause.
back. We're back. I didn't even
From
need
the
to pause. That was a
1920s.
few seconds.
Okay, cool.
Boom.
Now your brain's
Well,
buffering.
You were gonna do some type of check.
We're gonna potentially send you under the floorboards.
Oh, really?
Like under the
Yeah.
foundation and mouse cross
Yeah, I can do
hatches.
that.
If this one has that too.
It does. All the houses here do.
Bro,
Okay. Well,
Always
well,
good place to check. Can I just try and dig on? Can I just try and get under the house?
Yeah, I mean, you can just.
Probably an access panel somewhere.
Yeah,
gotta be.
it's just the same lattice as everywhere else.
I can easily squeeze in there.
Yeah, you can easily squeeze in there.
Easily.
Can I?
I do want you to roll stealth, though.
I will acquire stealth.
might not
if I
wanna.
succeed.
Mm.
I will finally acquire stealth if I succeed.
Okay.
You succeed.
If you roll over a 13, you succeed.
18.
Hey, that is a
Yeah.
major success.
Hoo-hoo.
All right, congratulations.
Which means a major success means that it jumps to 5 immediately, right?
No, no. It just means that the thing that I was gonna do to mess with you, I can't do anymore. So,
Which is a win in its own right.
yeah, man. There's not many ways I can enjoy this game, so I gotta mess with you guys to make it fun for me. No, I'm just kidding. So Axel unlocks the door and opens it. Looks behind you. Looks around. Sorry. Yeah, come on in. And leads you all inside. Poi Poi, I'll get to you in a moment. You guys all see like just these big barrels. He wasn't kidding when he said he gutted the house. It is empty. Like it is just the walls, the support beams, and like it's bare. He ripped everything out of this place. Looked like he may have even redone the floors. It is a lot of work that went into this place, and it's just these big ol' huge barrels and like distilling centers made of metal. You get it. So it's a brewery, but it's a really big brewery. Shockingly large. This is like an industrial sized brewery.
Wow. Okay.
Way too big for
Brewery
the
from a
small town.
small town.
Way too big for the small town.
Yeah.
I take it you export.
No, not really.
Wow. It looks like you
Kinda
really
big
did do a
for
lot of work
small
here.
Town.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I had help, but
Tell me a little about your process. I enjoy a good spirit.
yeah, there's nothing to it. Usually I make mead. Yeast, I get just setting a plate and weed out. Yeah. There's really not much to it. It's just you get it. I don't know how beer works, so I'm stalling.
I'm sorry.
Can I make a sniff check?
Yes, please.
I'm doing my
Save
best
the
here, guys.
podcast with your,
Save
with
the
your nose.
podcast. Yes, sniff check, please, for the love of God.
Okay. Well, awesome. Let's see if I could suss anything out.
Okay.
Out a plate with weed on it. Is that how you think beer is made?
Well, that's
13.
I will give it to you with a 13. I saw a documentary on beer before where it was like the discovery of yeast. It's basically like if you put wet flour out and set it outside until it starts bubbling, then that's like natural yeasts are growing in the flour, and that's how beer was prepared before, was just spoonful of the yeast. Basically like a bread starter. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically like a bread starter, then just scoop of the sourdough into the mix of the beer, and then it'd ferment the sugars and all that.
I'm going to pretend that he just told me that, and I'll be like, wow, that's
You know
interesting.
what? I should have said that instead of trying to...
Fascinating. You do a fascinating job. You work every day doing this, huh?
Yep, every day. Definitely didn't forget that I knew that. Yeah.
And I noticed that when we came into town, it was free. How do you make money doing this?
Selling at the tavern and all that.
Okay. Well, we didn't have to pay for it. We just showed up and it was like free beer, baby.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's how like you get in. But if you want like actual
Good stuff.
Good,
They were
Good
holding
meats
out
and
on me,
stuff.
is what you're telling me. Okay.
yeah. Sniff check. What you smell? What are you specifically looking for? Because I have something I want to tell you, but I want to know if it's what you
Oh
want to
man,
know.
what if I say something wrong?
Well, then you get whatever you say.
Anything
Yeah.
out of the ordinary, Nate.
Okay.
Anything.
Okay. In that case,
You don't
in that
smell
case,
anything.
you don't smell anything. No, in that case, what you smell is wine. Not you smell mead, you smell beer, and you also smell wine, as well as various spirits. Yeah. Not what was described to you, but the wine smell is faint. And so is, the other various spirits. The strongest smells are definitely the mead and the cheap beer.
But then I have a faint smell of wine.
There's a
and
faint
other
smell
alcohols.
of wine and other alcohols and all of that, yeah.
What direction is that coming from?
Sort of like the really large barrels.
And after working at Lillian's Tavern for
Yeah, for however
a day,
for a
can I
single day.
identify what type of wine?
I'm gonna say I am going to say roll for it.
What would that check be? Will that
Let's
also
say
be a sniff check?
roll to recall.
Oh, that's great. I have a -1 in that.
I'm so proud of you.
You turn it around with this one.
Yeah, you can.
8.
I will not give it to you with an 8.
Not a wine connoisseur.
You're
Tell
not
me
a
that.
wine connoisseur. You're not, as it turns out.
You make wine here?
Honey wine, mead.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Yeah, but nothing else
Doesn't
really.
sell well here.
Well, the bees we haven't been getting a lot of honey. The bees aren't doing too great this year, so.
You know why?
I don't know. I can't speak bee.
Hey.
I mean, I wish.
Okay.
I'd imagine they don't do too well with an empty farm lot. Could be part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Can you
talking
tell us
the
anything
Miller
about
guy,
the
right?
quarry? Next door?
The quarry.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it.
That's probably a question for someone who's been here longer.
Probably. I just wanted to check my bases.
yeah.
Yeah, I know that it's a limestone quarry. I think that's what the town used to be known
Yeah.
for, but
You ever
Okay.
see it actually be used?
no, before my time.
Interesting. Okay. Can I have a sample? It's been a long day.
Yeah, sure. Do you want mead? Beer?
The wine.
Can I try the wine?
The
Pay
mead?
for it.
The mead?
The honey wine.
Yeah, that's mead.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right. He goes up to one of the large barrels and grabs a glass from the floor and sort of. It's in a stack. I want to specify it is a stack of clean glasses. He takes a glass from the top and like opens a tap in the barrel, closes it and hands you a cup of mead.
Ooh. Thank you.
Yep.
I take a sip. What does it taste like?
It tastes like mead. It's slightly sweet. There's some citrus notes, but there's no citrus growing around here, so it's an old batch,
Okay.
and it is very alcoholic.
Ooh.
I'd say
Mom, take it easy there.
yeah, probably like 15%, 15 to 17%. So
Wow, I'm a little taken aback by it. I'm like, oh, well, cheers. Thank you.
yeah, I mean it's just sitting here, so.
What else does everybody else doing? Where's Poi Poi?
Actually,
I don't.
what is
I don't say. I don't
Poi
say
Poi
that out loud. By the way.
is leaning back with their finger on their lips, thinking.
Aren't they under the floorboards?
I am
Oh
under
yeah,
the
you are
floorboards.
under
I've
the
been waiting
floorboards.
for
Oh my
turn.
gosh,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
completely forgot you were under the floorboards. I'm so sorry.
I've been stalling this whole
Let's
time.
return back. Let's return back to
the
Poi
first
Poi.
time I don't interrupt.
And I completely forgot you were under the floor. I'm
Never
so
do
sorry.
it again.
I'm
Interrupt
so
you.
It's
so
alright, I should
sorry.
keep talking all the
Yes.
time.
Yeah, because I forgot that
Omnipotent.
you existed. Poi Poi, what are you
That's
doing on the
crazy.
floor?
That's hard.
I'm checking.
It's not as muddy, actually. There is concrete down here.
Ooh.
First thing I'm checking is if there is a hex bag hanging from the supports, like I saw in the other house.
I will say roll for it. Roll perception, not investigation. Roll perception.
Shoot. I got rid of perception.
Roll investigation.
I don't have investigation either.
Well, then roll just a flat roll. Doesn't matter.
Please, please, please.
Oh.
4.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Damn it!
I
It's
should
not
have gone under there.
a hex bag. Wouldn't be in an obvious place like it was for the other
Well,
one.
I'm going to tell you that regardless of the roll, you wouldn't have found a hex bag.
Okay.
There's some other minor stuff, but you can.
There's a miner down here.
Yeah, there's a minor actually. They're very
A
small.
little minor.
Very small. There's like
Yeah,
a
with a little pickaxe.
like a little leprechaun miner.
A miner who's a minor.
Yeah, a minor.
Damn, I hit my head really hard.
They yearned for the mines. Excuse me, sir. Can you point me to the quarry? No.
Please excuse my black lungs, sir.
Oh yeah, you should sound like, "Hey, fish kid."
Oh yeah.
Do the roar.
There are.
Do the roar.
I'm 10 years old. What do you want?
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, yeah. So there was some things that you can live without down there, but you wouldn't have found the hex bag regardless.
Okay.
Still a failure,
And-
but you didn't find a hex bag.
Okay, then I'm going to reverse,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to try to see if there's any secret entrances from the floor up into anywhere in the brewery. If I can bypass and enter a back room or something.
You're just like pushing on panels above you.
I'm trying to avoid what I can guess is the main floor where my friends and the
Right,
brewer
because
are.
you don't know that the whole place is empty. Right. Actually, since you don't know that the whole place is empty, I want you. What would I want you to roll?
Lucky guess?
Yeah, roll lucky guess. Why not?
Oh, that's like my favorite
Oh,
thing.
let me give myself pity points.
Roll lucky guess. Why not?
If there's anything you can rely on, it's Poi-Poi's pure gut.
Yeah.
It's the most intuitive little salamander.
The 9.
Never mind.
Wow, roll with
I'm
a
back.
different die. That's horrible.
I have 2 pity points though.
That's a 9 even with all your pluses from lucky guess.
It's a 9. I can add 2 pity points. Make it an 11.
I don't really want to give it to you with an 11. This isn't something that's important anyways. Or you could still solve the mystery without knowing it.
Okay.
Damn, I feel like we got nowhere with that.
I
Sometimes
feel like
that
I'm under the
happens.
floorboards for now.
You are under the floorboards. You are absolutely under the floorboards, and I am so proud of you.
No one else to do.
I don't know what to do
Also, at a
either.
loss to what to do up in here.
Yeah,
Let's
We
get
have
out of
not
here.
herring.
Let's
do
do.
we-
Do I find
Go on.
any witch fingers?
No.
People didn't sniff them out through the floorboards.
Maybe something to return to when we know more.
Oh, Gimbal, you sniffing the floorboards. Actually, you do smell something fishy.
Okay. Okay, get out of
You do
here.
smell something fishy below the floor.
I would recognize Poi-Poi's scent.
A red herring.
Yes, I've read.
I had one more red herring.
That is rancid now. It is rancid.
Some cultures eat dried fish.
It's not dried. It's on Poi-Poi. It's not dried.
It's now in Poi-Poi.
It's not
Poi-Poi
in
just ate
Poi-Poi.
it on camera.
They did.
Andy Chrysler. That is disgusting. I would make you roll a constitution check, but I'm not
Nom, nom, nom.
that mean. Okay. We will say, if you guys want to leave the brewery, you can leave the brewery.
We
Yeah.
Let's just do.
probably have to come back to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Well, I thank him for his time. Like, hey, thanks for the drink.
Yeah.
Thanks for the tour.
Yeah, of course. Sure thing. Good
Enjoy
luck.
your wood chopping.
Yeah, good luck with your quest, I guess.
Thanks.
Bye.
Laters. He locks the door behind him. As I'm guessing you guys all walk out into the street. And with that, unless you guys want to talk to each other more, actually, yes, we are ending the session right there because I did say I was going to call it at 10:30.
And it is about 5 minutes past that.
It is, yes, it is 5 minutes past that. What are you guys thinking right now? Next session, probably start off talking about what you guys know again, because that's really when the session started, was then.
I just feel kind of frustrated.
Yeah.
I feel like we're not getting anywhere.
What's coming to me, what's ringing to me is very odd. Nobody knows about the ghost except for Mr. Miller. Even though our first encounter with the ghost was in town. At the inn.
I think there was
The town.
somebody else who knew about the ghost, but
No, nobody else said anything about
I
it.
didn't.
Nobody else.
The innkeeper lady, she said
The innkeeper did, yeah.
something
I
about
don't
like
think we saw.
how some, like, she never said she saw it, but like people come here to see it.
Yeah, they said it was almost like a tourist attraction, but then people are saying that they don't know about it, which doesn't really make
Yeah,
sense.
he mainly the people who have lived here for a while don't know about the ghost.
Or at least they think it's bunk.
yeah.
They think it's bunk, even though there's very clear evidence of the ghost when you're a newcomer. I'm starting to wonder. I don't have a lot of evidence for this, but I'm wondering if it's a possibility that Mr. Miller might not be the only one with dementia here.
Why is that a term? Why do we keep bringing that up? They're not
I don't
even
know.
a deer.
Fun.
I'm
It's
wondering
fun to
if maybe
say.
You literally
I'm
made that
wondering if-
term.
I'm wondering if
literally
maybe
made that
there's some weird magic stuff going on that's keeping everybody unawares.
It's out of the loop.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe something to do with the new priest who took over.
Or about
I'm not sure though. That's fully speculation so far. But it's also weird that he was lying about having wine, or was he lying? Maybe he doesn't.
Well, yeah, honey wine is mead.
But didn't Gimbal also
Yeah,
smell wine?
Gimbal
besides
smelled
that?
Gimbal smelled wine, but it was old.
Oh,
Like it was
wine.
an old smell of
What was
wine.
the point of that? We could have not had that information. It would have not really.
There actually is
Thanks much.
there actually is a point to it. It is part of the actual. You guys did get stuff from
I
going
don't
into the
know.
brewery, but
I don't know what it means.
it is not obvious. I will say Poi-Poi. Me as the DM, because I want this quest to go by quicker. You're on the right track.
Okay.
You're on the right track.
Why'd you make this so complicated, Nate?
I didn't mean to.
Because he's more used to writing than running a game.
This is the first quest that I wrote
If
too.
we were smart, I'm sure this would have been a great Knives Out mystery. But you can't count on that for.
Honestly, what I've noticed, like, I could have the smartest, like, I have smart friends, right? Friends in STEM and shit. And I gave them the easiest, a riddle for probably a 5-year-old, and they still couldn't solve it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
And
how
this
it
is
goes.
more complex
have
than
to
a 5-year-old riddle. So-
A mystery should all assume that your players are stupid.
yeah, always just.
Always assume that your players are stupid. Well, the one shot that's going to come out after you guys solve the Live Village quest, that one I think went better, as far as mysteries go. But yeah, this one, Live Village quest, ended up being quite complex.
Yeah.
Quite complex.
A lot of moving parts.
Wait, when you talk about the one shot, you're talking about the one we had?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That one. You get
One
it.
I know all about.
The one you know.
You watched the
Yeah.
second?
Not yet.
You should.
You absolutely should. It's actually fun.
Yeah. I understand there's a fourth character that I guess I'm defaulted to.
You're
if we-
defaulted to.
Yes. Yes. It's Nash.
Nobody.
I saw the brief description.
Yep. This is
Saw the brief
spoilers for you
description.
guys.
I think I'm fine with it.
This is spoilers for you guys listening right now. But eventually,
I'm
there's
being
a
Off now.
there is a special one shot coming up soon. Yeah.
I'm not there. I'm sorry. You lose about 90% of the comedy.
That's crazy. Am I the 10%?
That's the most offensive thing you said about me all day. That
I
was
like how
inflammatory as
Alice
all
is
hell.
just so happy to be the 10%.
The funniest thing about me is my laugh.
I brought it on with who I was playing.
Everything that comes out of my mouth is dog water, apparently.
The funniest thing about me is you guys. So take that how you will.
We're making too many bits today. This was like
Yeah.
This was the
I don't
the session
know
of the
what
bits.
came over me, and I apologize.
Oh, you took off the hat.
Yeah. You stayed in character the whole time. I
Turn
love
off
it.
the
You
fucking
did stay in
filter.
character.
No,
did.
leave it on.
black and white noir.
Here, I'll turn off the picture of you behind Poi-Poi now too. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you kept
Been there the whole time.
you
Yeah, it was
kept
there
the
the
picture
entire
even though I
time.
gave Poi Poi a hat.
It was there the entire time.
That was the point of giving Poi Poi a hat, so
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't have
no,
to
you'll-
have the picture.
You'll see in the recording. The picture.
Well, I'm going
was,
to reuse the hat later.
That's a good asset to have.
When it's
Yeah.
relevant.
I'm giving you a hat for Poi-Poi. That hat is now in your inventory.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where'd they
that
get
is
it from?
Stole it from the lost and found in the church.
Yeah.
That's
You didn't let
that's
me
what we're
steal
gonna
shit
say.
from the lost and found.
No, I didn't.
You didn't let me steal shit.
I didn't. That's because I'm
I'll
evil
remember-
and mean.
Yeah,
Sometimes you just
hate
gotta
women.
do stuff.
You hate women. It's crazy.
I do actually. I hate specifically woman, singular.
You.
All right, thank you everybody so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Same bat place, same bat channel.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. See you next Thursday. Thursday. Wait, when is the upload day? Tuesdays. See you next
Tuesdays.
Tuesday. Bye-bye.